The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports. Radio Plus Sports. Radio Plus Sports. Recognized by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association in their awards for excellence as the best in high school sports play-by-play in the state. High school games on air and video streaming live at RadioPlusInfo.com. That's right. Watch the biggest games live, too. This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners.
National Exchange Bank and Trust, Averbeck Hammer and Slavin, BCI Burt Company,
FloorQuest, Taco Bell, Attorneys Everson and Gibbs,
Fox Valley Savings Bank, Summit Automotive, Lakeshore Financial,
Camera Casino, The Leb Insurance Group, Marion University,
Anders Auto Parts, and Flying By Drones.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com. Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Well, good evening, everybody. We're at the Blue Line Ice Center here in Fond du Lac on a nasty, cold winter night outdoors, but we plan on warming it up here in this building as we have two number one ranked teams going at it. If you follow high school hockey in the area, you're probably well aware. Notre Dame Tritons come in here tonight, ranked number one in the state in the rankings, and St. Mary Springs Ledgers come in ranked number one in Division II. Of course, Notre Dame plays in Division I. Notre Dame, we might add, is ranked number one in every poll, every ranking I've seen, and they got the numbers and the record to back it up. So a good opponent for the Ledgers tonight as they get ready to go into tournament play here a week from Thursday night tonight. So this will be a good tune-up for them. They played them twice last year. Last year, Notre Dame didn't have quite as good a record as they do this year, but they were good, and the first game ended in a tie. And the second game, Notre Dame defeated St. Mary Springs. We'll take a break, come back with more on our pregame show right after this.
When I was looking to re-enter the workforce, I was looking for a place that I could settle in and develop a career, and National Exchange Bank has offered me that.
I've been with National Exchange for over 15 years now. And one thing that's impressed me is the way National Exchange has always stepped up to support the community.
Once you work at the bank, you'll find out why people don't leave. You're part of the National Exchange Bank family. You're not just an employee. And when I'm asked where I work, I answer with pride. I work at National Exchange Bank and Trust.
All these people, and not a nacho fry in sight. If Taco Bell won't keep nacho fries on the menu, we win. Let's go get that cheese.
The Mexican spices, they change you.
What? You scared of a little flavor?
Nacho fries are back. It's over.
Oh. We just getting started.
Attorneys at Everson & Gibbs LLC, you're getting more than professional representation. Their partners are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Whatever your legal needs or questions, Everson & Gibbs LLC has you covered. Practicing business law, personal injury, estate planning, probate and guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients to provide exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Give them a call at 920-922-7113. or head to eversonandgibbs.com.
Joining us now is Ledger coach John Welsh. Notre Dame comes to town for an exciting game, coach. That was a good team to schedule before the playoffs if you wanted a good opponent.
Correct. We kind of set up the schedule that way. Corey and I had probably known we'd each have a good team, and to get each other right towards the end of the game, it's just as we're getting into the real season coming up here, should be a good matchup for both of us here. Good test.
Well, you played them a couple times last year. You had a tie, and they beat you once. So you're probably a little bit familiar with some of their systems.
Sure. We're hoping to flip that around on them a little bit from last year. They did get the better of us in the second game we played, but both were real good games. I expect the same thing tonight, tight contest. Hopefully we can come out at least a point or two ahead.
They're ranked number one in every standings, everything there is. They're number one, and I guess that's just a testament to this quality of the team. And, you know, the amazing thing is they have about a dozen seniors, so they're a veteran team.
Correct. On paper, they clearly are one of the, if they are the best team in the state. They're loaded with skill, talent, and a good goalie. And that's a good combination to build a good team on. So we're going to hopefully test each one of those spots and see what it all turns out to be here.
They have a number of skaters that are going to go on and play junior hockey after high school, several more that are going to play with Team Wisconsin. I would certainly trust that the Ledgers have the same situation, maybe not as many, but some.
Yeah, I believe we have 4 or 5 kids that play with some of the Notre Dame Academy players in the fall and the spring season, so they're real familiar with each other, and trust me, they like to get the best of each other during the regular season here. So we probably match up real well skill-wise, so we'll see what it looks like on the big sheet here.
Absolutely. A lot of schools right now going through this cold and flu season, and I don't think they would have skipped over St. Mary Springs.
Oh, we're part of that. We live in the great Midwest here, and the school's been dealing a little bit with that, and we've been dealing with it as well. So but it's time to put on the helmet, put the mouth guard in, and just play. So see what we have.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, George.
Ledger Coach. All right, that was Ledger Coach John Welch, our guest on our pregame show tonight. Always a pleasure to talk with Coach Welch. He handles things very well and just a real nice coach, and actually has a very nice coaching staff to work with him. So nice hockey program going here at St. Mary Springs. So I'm George Bauman. Steve Scouten will be joining me in a little bit to help out with the broadcast tonight. Steve works out of Sheboygan and had a little something come up to delay him a little bit, but he's on his way, and he'll be here in just a moment. Notre Dame, as we said, 19-1-1 on the season. They finished top-ranked team in Division I. Hudson's ranked number 2 at 17-4. Arrowhead 20-0-2 is ranked number 3. And of course, St. Mary Springs ranked number 1 all season in Division II. Northland Pines is 2nd, Hayward is 3rd. Waupun, the last few weeks, has scraped up to number 4 in the Division II rankings. Notre Dame plays in the Fox Valley Classic Conference, where they finished with a 6-0 record. De Pere was 2nd, Bayport 3rd. Ashwaubenon and Sheboygan rounding out the top 5. Those are the 5 teams in that league. And of course, St. Mary Springs won the Badgerland Conference Tournament 7-1-1, edging Fondy by a half a game. Fondy came in 2nd at 7-2, Neenah 6-3, and then Waupun at 4-3-1. Appleton, Fox Cities, and Oshkosh round out the Badgerland Conference. Well, I can tell you Notre Dame knows how to score, almost 5 goals a game. Their defense tremendous. They allow approximately 1 goal a game. In fact, they have only given up 5 first-period goals the entire season. On the power play, 50%. That's unbelievable. They scored 36 power play goals, 50% rate. Penalty kill clicking along at 90%. They have not scored any shorthanded goals, but I guess they score enough they don't need to. Their shots on goal, nearly 900. Their opponents, less than 400. Only 60 penalties on the season, and they've shut out their opponent 7 times. They've gone 11 games since losing. They lost their only game of the year back on December 28th to Verona, 3-1. They did tie Detroit Catholic Central 1-1 on February the 7th. They'll be leaving Wisconsin Saturday up to Calumet, Michigan, where they will play the number 1 ranked team in Division III in Michigan. Last weekend, they played Detroit Catholic Central. That's the game they tied 1-1. And then they defeated Brother Rice over in Michigan by the score of 3-2. So they take on many of the top teams. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Ledgers. They've had a pretty good season that we can brag about a little bit too. They average nearly 6 goals a game, 5.8 to be more exact. They've allowed 1.7 goals per game if you average out the season. That's a very impressive number. Their power play is better than average at 30%. They've scored 20 goals with the man advantage. The penalty kill, same as Notre Dame at 90%. And the Ledgers have scored 6 times while skating shorthanded. Shots on goal, nearly 900. Their opponents, a little over 400. Penalties on the season, 81. They shut out their opponents 4 times. They've gone 6 games without a loss since losing to Neenah 5-4 back on January the 16th. This is their final game before they start tournament play next week. And during one of our intermissions tonight, me and Steve will break down the upcoming pairings for Division II and Division I that would affect the teams in our area. Well, they're resurfacing the ice here, as you can probably see, almost complete with that. And I see the Notre Dame Tritons are chomping on the bit on the far side of the rink to get out of there onto the ice and play hockey. They log a lot of miles a year on the bus as they go wherever they can get the best games, and more power to them, I guess. They're wearing green. You'll see that in just a moment. Starting in goal for Notre Dame with a record of 14 wins, 1-1. That's Bo Buckley. Bo is nearly 6 foot tall. He's a senior. His goals against average just over 1. He has recorded 4 shutouts. His save percentage nearly 95. Those numbers are kind of off the chart. Their first line with 19 goals would be Brandon Poshak. He's a senior. They have 12 seniors on this roster. He'll be skating with Sawyer Shaw. He's a senior with 33 points, 14 of them goals. And Callan Budinger, he's got 10 goals on the season, and Callan is a sophomore, a very potent line to say the least. Their second line, Brendan Gruber, he's only a freshman but has 6 goals and 14 assists. He works with senior Josh DeLang. He has 13 goals. And Isaac Rentmeester, a sophomore with 10 goals on the season. And then we go to line number 3, Riley O'Neill, a senior, 6 goals. He is on the left wing. And right winger would be Eli Canadeo. That's a good Green Bay name. Eli, a senior with 6 goals. And Charlie Weed, he is a senior with 6 goals also. They do have a fourth line as well, so they got a lot of depth on this team. 12 seniors, 3 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. They've got 5 players that'll be playing junior hockey after this year. Brendan Gruber, Josh DeLang, Brandon Poshak, Sawyer Shaw, and Jacob Conrad. So those are outstanding hockey players. And for St. Mary Springs, take a look at their lines tonight. It'll be Brady Welsh, 66 points and 29 goals and 37 assists. Brady, of course, is a junior. Also, Mitchell Hiddle, a senior, with 20 goals and 17 assists. Calvin Grass, a junior, 16 goals, 16 assists. Second line, Levi Post, a junior, 3 goals, 7 assists. Dane Dianovich, a sophomore, 14 goals, 19 assists. And rounding out that second line, Max Van de Slunt on the left wing. Max is a junior. He has 7 goals and 2 assists. Third line would have Caden Blank on the left wing. He is a sophomore. And also on that line, the third line, we would have Zaid Krigo. And rounding out line number 3 would be Anthony Koenigs. Defensively for St. Mary Springs, Connor McLaughlin, Noah Pickert work together. Owen Bellender, Nolan McDermott together. And Eon Sobel and Cullen King. And of course in goal, the freshmen having a fantastic season. That would be Hayden Rising. Hayden has a 91% save percentage and his goals against average 1.8. And he has recorded 4 shutouts during the season. So that's your lineups. A little bit different here. 12 seniors for Notre Dame, the Tritons, and 3 for St. Mary Springs. Big junior class for the Ledgers, 10. 8 sophomores and 8 freshmen show up on the roster. So teams should be coming out momentarily. They're both waiting to get onto the ice. It's all been resurfaced now, and they'll be ready to go here in just a moment. Well, I expect we'll have a nice crowd here tonight at the rink, as always, for a big game like this. And for those of you joining us tonight on the video stream, we want to say thank you very much for joining us also. High school hockey, always a very exciting game. Green Bay Notre Dame used to be, up until 1990, it was Green Bay Premontre, and then 3 schools consolidated, the Pierre Abbott Pennings, Premontre, and one other school in Green Bay, and then they became Notre Dame, and they came up with the nickname Tritons, which would be perfect for 3 schools combining. Steve Scouten has just arrived. Steve, did you have a good trip on Highway 23?
Oh, Highway 23 is always a joy, George. Everybody knows, right? Hey, but it's getting expanded soon. But what's really exciting is this matchup here tonight. Number 1 versus number 1. Everybody's got their seed locked up for the big tournament. they should be playing free and easy tonight, nothing to lose. Just see who's better.
Yeah, I would certainly hope so, and I think I hope so for the Ledgers. What an opportunity to play a great team like Notre Dame just before the playoffs.
Oh, and especially for their young goaltender, Hayden Rising. That kid, talk about a terrific time to face a high-end opponent.
Absolutely. Well, both teams are back out onto the ice. They're going to get the lineups here in just a moment. So we'll take a break here. When we come back, we'll be ready to start action in tonight's game.
Capelli Brothers and Dietrich is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, founded in 1948, they provide the highest quality of workmanship to all of their clients at very competitive prices. They've completed numerous construction projects, including manufacturing plants, commercial establishments, churches, healthcare facilities, schools, and many various types of remodeling projects. Log on to CapelliDietrich.com. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, a proud sponsor of high school sports.
In business for over 90 years, Musa Sheet Metal. Since 1928, Musa Sheet Metal Company of Oshkosh has had a commitment to quality and customer service second to none. They've remained true to that commitment and made it their prime focus. Their mission? To create a quality product for a fair price while maintaining the integrity that's made the company last so long. So whether you're looking for architectural sheet metal, industrial ventilation, or more, go to MusaSheetMetal.com. And remember, if it's metal, it's Musa.
Real memories deserve real cameras.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
You can't see peace of mind, but it's built into every certified pre-owned vehicle here at Holiday. With benefits like 2 warranties, a year of bumper-to-bumper coverage, and 0 deductible powertrain protection. Plus, scheduled maintenance, courtesy transportation, and roadside assistance. With no worries. Find yours here at Holiday. Wisconsin's largest used vehicle dealer has over 700 to choose from. And most are GM certified. It's a no-brainer. Drive Holiday and discover the difference. It's worth the trip.
Anders Auto Parts is your locally owned Auto Plus Auto Parts store here in Fond du Lac. Anders recently affiliated with the Auto Plus group of auto parts stores to serve you better with quality name brand auto parts, along with an experienced and knowledgeable staff. Anders has served Fond du Lac for 3 generations since 1956. Anders is located just off North Main Street at 16 West Sibley Street, behind the American Family Insurance Agent. For auto parts, see Anders, your locally owned Auto Plus Auto Parts store.
At Marian University, we don't shy away from working hard. It's who we are. We practice to prepare, from early morning athletics to skills in the lab. Marian University's faculty work by your side, providing support beyond office hours. Mentors guide and inspire a working spirit. Because right now and every day, we work for our tomorrow. Be successful. Get to work at Marian University. Apply today.
Okay, pregame ceremonies have completed, and we're just about ready to put the puck on the pond and get this show underway. Steve, really excited about this game.
Oh yeah, I mean, number 1 against number 1, like we said earlier in the broadcast. This is a terrific opportunity for both of these teams. Everybody's got their top seed locked up in the sectional. Everybody's got their conference play behind them. Now it's just a matter of trying to get better, trying to polish up for the big tournament coming up next week.
Well, we'll all be ready for that. For Notre Dame, they've got a couple more games before that. Actually, one. They're going up to the UP to play Calumet on Saturday, a number 1 ranked team up there. So they'll take on anybody that wants to play with them, I guess, and the better they are, the better.
Yep, and they have done a terrific job defensively. They're barely allowing a goal a game. That's impressive. When you play the murderer's row kind of schedule that they have played so far this year, that says a lot right there.
Well, as I said earlier, in the first period all year, they've given up a total of 5 goals.
That's impressive.
Talk about defense, huh?
Good
We
on
are
the blue line and good in the net.
All right, drop the puck. Sawyer Shaw facing off with Brady Welsh, and here we go at the Blue Line Ice Center in Fondy. Stay warm tonight, that's the secret. Fondy dumps it down quickly into the Triton zone. They'll play it out, and quickly it's shot right back in by Connor McLaughlin. Puck played behind the Triton cage, and they'll break it out. Nice pass up on the left wing side. Coming in over the line. Defense back for St. Mary Springs to break it up, at least for a moment. McLaughlin along the end board sends a pass to the far side, and the Ledgers will break it out. Up here on left wing, Kelvin Grass. Kelvin with 16 goals, 16 assists on the season. Nice year for him. And Tritons will pick it up and shoot it down the length of the ice, and we'll get our first icing call of the game. Well, pretty even Steven so far, Steve.
Yeah.
Speaking of Steve.
Ledgers with a nice job. Connor McLaughlin with a nice backhanded breakout pass right on the tape. Get the puck out of the zone and moved it up the ice really efficiently.
All right, coming out for the draw now for St. Mary Springs, Levi Doring. He'll be out with Caden Blank and Cade Sobel. And for the Tritons, it's Brendan Gruber, Team Wisconsin player at the end of the year. He'll send it up to the blue line, but not out. Held in by the Ledgers, Owen Bellender. He'll shoot it all the way around, out near the point on the right side. Now it's at the half wall, and not out, though. St. Mary Springs will hold a zone. Long shot from the point, gloved, and we'll get a face-off down here in the Triton zone. Triton's wearing green. As you can see, that is green. I think they've always wore green up there. One time I think they might have been a dark blue and white years ago, but maybe that goes all the way back to the Premontre days. Just dated myself a lot there, didn't I, as this team was formed in 1990, this school. All right, Premontre will break it out. They'll shoot it ahead. Josh DeLang on right wing takes the shot, and Hayden Rising steers it up into the netting out of play. First save for Rising, the freshman goaltender. Nice season. And to think he'll be around a while, should be anyway.
Boy, he's got 3 more years to terrorize the Badgerland.
That's probably what they're hoping.
That's what they're hoping.
That's what they're hoping. All right, line change here. Both teams coming out for is Charlie Weed for Notre Dame, and I believe that might have been, well, I didn't catch it in time. Noah Pickard with it now in the corner. Plays it in behind the net. Notre Dame with it there over to the near corner. Ledgers get control of it in their own zone, see if they can get it out. They do. Long pass up ahead, goes down in the Notre Dame end. In behind the goal cage now, picked up back there, and moving along with it, that looks like Reed Milton. He's one of their defenders. He'll shoot it down ice into the Ledger end. No icing here. Big collision along the end boards. Puck picked up by the Ledgers. They'll look to clear, but can't get it out. Held in at the left point. Held in a second time. No, they didn't. Comes back out all the way back to the Premontre. Check, I got the Premontre on my mind. Notre Dame blue line. They'll shoot it ahead now to the Ledger line. Broken up there. Back it comes. Notre Dame in their own zone. They'll shoot it up on the left wing, but it's broken up over there by Mitchell Hiddle. Mitch plays it ahead, but grabbed quickly there by the Tritons, and they'll be offside at the line.
Notre Dame nearly got pinched for too many men. They had a man jump over the boards. He got his feet on the ice, and then he quick jumped back over before the officials could see anything. The Springs bench was calling for it.
I'm sure the officials working the game tonight enjoy getting a game like this.
Oh, you bet.
You know, that makes it fun.
High tempo, good play. Easier to officiate.
Absolutely. Brady Welsh and his line out for the Ledgers for the draw. It's loose at the red line, and Notre Dame will shoot it down ice into the Ledger zone. Along the end boards over to the far corner. They rush after it over there. That's Caden Bellender. Out it comes to the blue line. Shot knocked down. Ledgers have it and will go the other way. In over the blue line. Pass for Welsh up on the left wing was a little long, but he'll run it down in the corner. Flips it over to the far corner of the rink. Going in there for Notre Dame, Jacob Conrad. He'll pick it up and clear it back. And we got We're going about 90 miles an hour here, it would seem. In over the Ledger line, broken up there by Welsh. Brady with it. He's trying to work around a defenseman, couldn't do it. Puck loose, still loose at center. Big hit there, and the puck played down into the Notre Dame zone. Line changes here for the Ledgers. Puck comes out the center, shot all the way down the length of the rink, and we'll get another icing.
Mitch Hiddle just had a real nice shift. He blocked a shot, nearly got a little action breaking away the other direction, and then he made the big hit in neutral ice.
14:01 to play, period 1, no score. Notre Dame, St. Mary Springs Academy. Face off, left side of the zone to the right of the goaltender, Buckley. Bo Buckley in the nets tonight for Notre Dame. He's had a great year. Puck picked up, played away the other way. In over the Ledger line, Joe Gerbitz with it down to the corner. Watched very closely, coming back on the defense, Levi Doring. He shoots it around, and will it come out? No. Nice play over there to hold the zone. That's Isaac Rentmeester. Now he'll flip it down in the corner. Going back to get it, St. Mary Springs. Ledgers have it. Here we go to center ice. They'll shoot it ahead in over the line and quickly make some changes on the fly. Back to get it for Notre Dame. In their own zone, that's Max McNeil, junior defenseman. Playing up ahead to the Ledger line. In over the line, pass didn't quite connect there to Gruber in the slot. Nice play, but he just couldn't quite get to it. Now the Ledgers in their own zone will clear it out. Out to the red line. Notre Dame with it. A nice little rink-wide pass there, and then they'll dump it down deep. Along the half wall on the left side, Levi Post goes in to play it, and he'll clear it out. At the red line, Tritons will grab it and shoot it right back the other way. Down in the right wing corner, going back to retrieve number 14, that's Connor McLaughlin. Off the corner boards, Ledgers will pick it up and drive it down right on goal. That'll wipe away the icing, and they'll have to go back. Ledgers making another quick line change. Out it comes to center ice. Stick goes flying along the ice, and the puck flipped over the glass and out of play right down here in the penalty box. They go pretty fast here, don't they?
Yeah, not quite 5 minutes into the game, and both of these teams are doing a good job of breaking the puck out of the zone, but neither one putting on much of the forechecking pressure so far. Just kind of feeling each other out, trying not to make a mistake too soon.
One shot for the Ledgers, none for the Tritons. All right, Welsh on the draw here for St. Mary Springs. Couple of number 5s, and his opponent here is Charlie Weed. Puck picked up by the Tritons, and they'll shoot it in, but quickly the Ledgers will bring it right back out. That would have been Calvin Grass again. 12:20 to go, scoreless first period. Puck is deep in the Ledger end. That's Welsh with it. Brady sends it over to the near corner, and then they play it right back to the far side. Off the corner boards, it's picked up and played out the center, and it'll go all the way down in the Notre Dame end. Welsh a centering pass for Grass. His little backhander didn't get much on it, and the puck goes to the far corner. Nice play, however, in the slot. Wrist shot. Oh, nice save there. That shot off the stick of Owen Bellender. Out to the left point. Shot deflected by the D, and it'll come back to center ice. Playing it back in, Noah Pickard. And again, the Springs will make some changes here on the fly. No score if you just joined us. Cold outside. Nice warm night in the rink. That means it's above freezing. Shot on goal, so Hayden Rising gets his first save, and the Ledgers come back out to center ice. We go the other way. They'll dump it in over the line. That's Cade Sobel. Plays it down to the end boards. Puck comes over now to the left side corner, where it's picked up and played out the center ice. We got a 2-on-2 rush the other way, Notre Dame. And the Ledgers defense gets back there in a hurry. Pickard with a nice play to break it up. Puck loose along the end boards. Now it comes all the way around on the near side. Tritons can't get over there to keep it in. And going back to pick it up, Corbin Skinner. He is a senior defenseman for Notre Dame. Now the Ledgers have it at their own line. Shooting it ahead was Connor McLaughlin. And again, St. Mary Springs with a quick line change. Notre Dame back in their own zone. They'll shoot a long pass up ice, and it went over the top of the stick of Owen Bellender, but picked up by the Ledgers in their own zone. That's Nolan McDermott. Nolan sends it ahead, and it'll slide all the way down the Triton end. Off the corner boards, picked up by the Ledgers. Out to the near point, shot from there. Defense got a piece of it, and it didn't go very far. It is cleared to the corner, though. Max Van de Slunt over there. Max number 23 as you look at the game here tonight. Max is a junior. Puck picked up by Post, sends it across to the far corner, and who will come away with it there? They kick it along the boards out near the half wall. It's still in the zone and kicked down into the corner now. Picked up by Notre Dame. They look to clear. They'll send it around on the near side, and it'll go all the way down ice. No icing here. Scoreless game. Ledgers go back in their own zone as Notre Dame will make a line change. Puck goes down deep here into the Notre Dame end. Down in the corner along the boards. Ledgers pick it up, and they look to center, but there was nobody home following this line change, and it'll come back the other way. St. Mary Springs will grab it in their own end. Noah Pickert. He sends it up on the left side to Calvin Grass. Calvin with it. Little backhand flip ahead. Dumps in over the line. It'll slide along the half wall, and Grass over there to play it. Got 3 Triton players trying to take it away, and they will. And we'll go back the other way. Pass to the left wing, coming in over the line. That would be Isaac Rentmeester. And who's going to get it? Out to the point it comes. Half wall, far side. Tritons have it. They'll shoot it around in behind the Ledger cage. Back there to play it. That's Connor McLaughlin again. He sends it out to center ice, trying to hit Brady well. She's tripped up. Puck is loose, and back come the Tritons. In over the line, and we got an offside call.
Well, no sooner than I said there wasn't a lot of forechecking pressure. The Springs comes out. The Ledgers came out and basically kept on all the pressure in those last 2 minutes that we had since the last whistle. Did a nice job, got a couple of shots along the way.
No score, 9:16 to play, first period. All right, face-off coming here. And again, this time it'll be Levi Doring. He's chased out of the circle. Cade Sobel replaces him. And for Notre Dame, it'll be Riley O'Neill. Third line out for Notre Dame. They'll play it down to the corner. Down to get it, that's Owen Bellender. Comes right out in front, and then it's flipped away. Held in at the left point. That was a very close situation to getting a high scoring chance down there, but one of the Ledgers got a stick on it to break it up. Now it's loose behind the goal cage again. And the puck picked up, and the Ledgers will get it out this time. At the red line, though, the loose puck picked up by Notre Dame, and we'll go back the other way. In over the line, back to play it is Nolan McDermott for the Ledgers. Over to the far side, Sobel sends it back to the end boards. That would be McDermott. Nolan with it, dumps it over here in the near corner. Picked up there, and coming out of there with it, Caden Blank. But at the red line, he is hit, and the puck loose, and Notre Dame will get it again. Now their pass goes awry, and back comes Levi Post for St. Mary Springs. Springs making a line change, so Levi had nobody with him. Loose puck here in the Notre Dame end. No dangers, though, as the Ledgers were still making that line change. Back come the Tritons, long pass ahead. Steered all the way down to the end boards. Hammered around the boards there by Noah Pickert. And it'll go down the other end of the rink, and we'll get another icing call.
On that last sequence, when Notre Dame had the rush, Noah Bellender broke up what would have been a 2-on-0 had he not been able to get his stick on the puck right along the blue line. Crisis avoided for the Ledgers.
All right, face-off coming here, right side of the zone to the left of freshman goaltender Hayden Rising. And coming in, looks like Dane Dianovich for the Springs. And the puck is dropped, goes to the corner. Tritons have it, out to the near point, knocked away and out to center ice. And almost a 2-on-1 for the Ledgers, but they couldn't quite get the handle. And back comes Notre Dame quickly. They got the odd man rush. Loose puck in front, shot, oh, save made Rising. Puck loose, and it's covered up. Golden opportunity for Notre Dame, and the freshman goaltender got a piece of that one, and finally it's frozen alongside the goal cage.
Oh, credit to Hayden Rising. That was a 2-on-1 that basically turned into a 3-on-1, and a man, I don't know who the Triton was, standing right at the edge of the crease with the puck on his stick, but Rising did a good job to square himself to the puck and deflect that shot. I think he deflected it up and over the net.
Third shot on goal now for the Tritons. Ledgers have 2, and the faceoff will come out of the zone. That might mean, what'd they call here, Steve? Going all the way down the other end of the rink, does that mean Notre Dame froze the puck? No, they couldn't have.
Unless they said it didn't hit Rising. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, the face-off coming down here in the Notre Dame zone. Ledgers win the face-off. Shoot it around in behind the goal cage. Goes all the way around to the half wall far side. Loose right there. Tritons will pick it up. Pass ahead, intercepted by Nolan McDermott. And Nolan sends it back down into the Triton zone. Over to the near corner. They'll try to clear it out. And it is at center ice now. Bouncing puck, and the Ledgers shoot it ahead. All the way down ice into the Notre Dame zone. And again, the Ledgers make a line change. Puck picked up. This will be another icing call for Notre Dame. They've iced it a fair number of times.
Yeah, the Ledgers are looking for these line changes. And like you said, they're changing a lot. They're changing almost at every opportunity, trying to keep fresh legs. And I notice Coach Welsh, he is using that third line of Blank, Doring, and Sobel.
Well, he don't want to wear anybody down. That's obviously the name of the game here. Brady Welsh on the face-off here for St. Mary Springs. That was Sawyer Shaw for Notre Dame. And Notre Dame will skate away with the puck. Long lead pass up the center ice goes awry. And running it down in his own end, Noah Pickert. Sends it up on the near side. Grass with it. Long lead pass up on the far side. Running it down over there. Mitchell Hiddle coming in over the line. Centering pass intercepted and played away the other direction. Back to get it again. Connor McLaughlin this time for the Ledgers. Out to center ice. Right back inside the Ledger line. St. Mary Springs, however, will get control and shoot it ahead. Puck goes all the way down. No icing here. It was touched by a couple of players at center ice. Puck picked up and up ahead on the far side. Pass too long. It'll be played by Owen Bellender. He shoots it ahead to the Notre Dame blue line. They pick it up and send it right back the other way. In over the line. Quick wrist shot. Save. Rebound comes out and then it's knocked away. Another save for Rising. Puck on the end boards. Centering out in front. Loose there. Ledgers will pick it up. Try to clear. Can't do it. Held in here at the point by Michael McEntee. Over to the left point. Shot from there. Missed everything. Off the end boards. Bangs along. Comes out here. Near the point at the half walls where it is. They fight for it there. A couple players from each team. And, well, they just keep kicking away at it. And finally, it's played by Notre Dame over to the far side. They made a defensive player change while that little scrum was going on. At the left point with it is Reed Milton. He sends it down ice. It'll come across behind the goal cage. They look to center it, but the Ledgers alertly broke it up and will try to clear. Notre Dame putting on a lot of pressure here now. Puck goes along the end boards to the far corner. Playing it for the Ledgers, Connor McLaughlin. And he'll get it all the way down the other end. That icing will give the Ledgers an opportunity to get some rested players back out onto the ice.
Yeah, first sustained pressure of the night so far for Notre Dame, and they did that against Springs' first line. They were buzzing in that. They had a couple of good opportunities there. That centering pass was just barely broken up.
All right, face-off coming. It'll be Dane Dijanovich. He's out here with Levi Post and Max Vandeslunt. Face-off comes back out to the point, far side, left side. Played around by Notre Dame. Ledgers will grab it in their own end, and they'll look to clear. They will, but quickly Notre Dame will pounce on it at center ice. Max McNeil. Max sends it ahead. They'll dump it down in the Ledger zone. Post going into the corner, along with Brendan Poshak. Loose puck, shot from out high top of the face-off circle. Was stopped in front. Nice save. And the Tritons are buzzing again at the left point. Here comes the wrist shot. Save made by Post. Good save. Good save with his stick side. Stops play. 4:55 to go first period. Scoreboard 0-0. Line change here for both teams. And boy, Notre Dame seems to be getting wound up here pretty good, Steve.
Yeah, they've carried the action the last couple of shifts, and right back out is Coach Welsh's first line for the Ledgers.
That means Brady Welsh will be on the face-off. And for Notre Dame, Gruber again. He's only a freshman, but he's a great player. Good player. I'm always cautious using that word great, but he's a mighty good one. Out at center ice, Ledgers will have control. That's Noah Pickard. He'll send it down deep along the end boards to the far corner. Ledgers have it. Picked up by Notre Dame. They'll clear it out at center ice. The race is on. Josh DeLang with it in over the line. Stops at the half wall. Out to the high slot. Shot wide. Ledgers pick it up. And they'll quickly get it out to center ice. Crass with it on the left side. Ridden into the boards and down he goes. Puck goes down in the corner. The Notre Dame end. That's Sam Peterman. Still in the corner. They scrap for it. Just over 4 minutes to go in a scoreless first period. Puck picked up. Ledgers try to center. They do, and it goes right through the crease. Over to the far corner. That's Cade Sabel. Now Notre Dame has it behind their net. They look to clear. A couple of changes being made here by the Ledgers. Trying to complete a line change. And St. Mary Springs will shoot it right back in deep. In the corner, picked up by Notre Dame. They'll shoot it all the way down the other end. We'll get an icing on Notre Dame. Or they wave it off. I believe they did. No icing. Shots are now 5-2 in favor of Notre Dame at center ice. Big check throwing right there on Caden Blank. Puck comes loose, and Notre Dame will play it deep into the Ledger zone. Now it's out to center ice again. They go the other way. Caden Blank with it. Sends it down deep. Off the end boards, picked up by Notre Dame in their own zone. They'll look to break it out. Now held in by Post. Levi with it in the corner. Looks for help. Trying to work it out in front there for Levi Doring. It is loose, but then Notre Dame will get it out of harm's way and start it back the other way. Intercepted at center ice, and Post comes in over the line too soon. It's an offside call against St. Mary Springs.
Oh, Sabel had an opportunity. He was in close, just couldn't quite gather that puck and get himself off any kind of shot. But nice idea for the Ledgers. Probably their best chance of the night so far.
All right, coming in to take the draw, Dane Dianovich, and for Notre Dame, that's Charlie Weed. Weed with 6 goals on the season. He is one of their 12 seniors. Here's St. Mary Springs with it in the Notre Dame end. Couldn't quite get there in time to create a good scoring chance, and Notre Dame will take advantage and come back the other way. Corbin Skinner, he had it but lost it. And almost a breakaway opportunity. Coming in deeply now is Owen Bellender. His shot right on. Save made. Follow-up. Didn't get much on it. That was Dianovich. And Notre Dame will pick it up. Out to center ice. Loose puck. Ledgers have it for a moment. Little scrum going on down here. Finally it slides in over the Notre Dame blue line. Tritons pick it up. They'll try to shoot it ahead up on the left side, but right there waiting for it is Mitchell Hiddle. Comes to the near side now. A little backhand flip by Nolan McDermott. Sends the puck all the way down deep into the Notre Dame end. Tritons in their own zone now look to break it out. Here they come on the right wing side. Just over 2 minutes to play. Puck will roll all the way down. I don't think that was a save, was it, Steve? I think it might have went wide. I'll let you be the judge.
Well, the hometown scorekeeper in most of these rinks would probably give that a save, but easy save for Rising. He had it all the way, saw it all the way.
He sure did. All right, 2:10 to go in the period. Still looking for our first goal of the night. Brady Welsh out to take the draw for St. Mary Springs. And for Notre Dame, it'll be Brendan Gruber again. Only a freshman, as we've pointed out before. Puck is dropped. Welsh wins the draw. It goes around and all the way out the center. Going back to retrieve, Jacob Conrad. He sends it in over the line. Ledgers will break it up and get it out of harm's way. Pass goes up on the right side, and Notre Dame will run back in their own end to get it. They got a lot of speed on this team. 1:50 to go in the period now as this first period counting down. Puck picked up by Notre Dame's Conrad. Sends it out to center ice where it's broken up at the red line by Hiddle. Mitchell sends ahead. Loose puck along the far side wall. Finally, Notre Dame will get it out to center and flip it in as they change lines. Now the race is on down in the St. Mary Springs end here. Along the right side wall, it's picked up and flipped out. Welshie with it. Gets a nice pass over on the right side. McLaughlin. Shot from there went, I think it was gloved. That might have been Cade Sabo. So that'll stop play while we reload a little bit here. Was that Sabo?
It was. Considering this has been such an even game so far, I see both forwards on both for the Ledgers and for the Tritons being very willing to hurry up and get back, not getting caught too deep in the zone.
That's why it's 0-0, huh?
Yeah, no easy chances.
Puck drop, but a whistle right on the face-off. Both teams have changed up units here. 1:13 to go in the period. That's Levi Doring out to take the draw. Now he'll skate out of there and be replaced on the face-off by Hiddle. Out to the blue line. Shot knocked down. Backhand shot. Goal! St. Mary Springs. Backhand shot from the near side by Dane Dianovich. And the Ledgers get the first goal of the game. Beautiful shot by Dianovich. His 15th goal of the season.
Shot from the point, caught a little bit of traffic, but kind of slid its way towards the net. Nifty little backhander by Dianovich to draw first blood with just over a minute to go.
1:07 to go in the first period. First goal of the night. Dane Dianovich centers that second unit with Levi Post and Max Vendeslunt usually. And he got the backhand shot away, and it beat the goaltender, Bo Buckley. And Bo gives up just over 1 goal a game. All right, off the face-off. Played down into the Notre Dame end. Nolan McDermott will get an assist on that goal. All right, at center ice, Notre Dame with it now. They'll shoot it in. Make a little partial line change here. St. Mary Springs with it. They'll play it up ice. Bouncing puck rolls across the blue line and into the Triton end. They'll pick it up now. Notre Dame out the center ice, working with it there. Sawyer, Shaw, in over the line. High slot, shot from there. Save made. Puck skips over here to the corner. That was a hard shot, low right on the ice. And Hayden Rising stayed with it. Notre Dame now back in their own end late here in the first period. Long pass down ice, and it'll be waved off, no icing. And again, more player changes here for Notre Dame. Final seconds of the period coming up. Here's a shot from way out high, went wide of everything. Springs will have it and clear it out of the zone, and that'll just about take care of this first period. And it will, and that'll be the end of one. Home team, St. Mary Springs Academy, with that late period goal. It's one, and that's it. One goal in this hockey game. Well, that was a fun period to watch, Steve. A lot of action up and down the ice. Not a lot of real high-quality shots, though.
No, it was end-to-end, and, you know, really the Ledgers had obviously the best opportunity. They converted it, but don't be surprised if the Tritons start to keep putting the pressure on here. That's a fine hockey team over there. And the Ledgers have skated with them, though. The Ledgers have really shown well so far in this game.
Well, the one thing that St. Mary Springs has done, I think, very successfully was those rapid line changes.
Yeah, keeping fresh legs on the ice, not letting anybody get caught. You know, there was a sequence where Nolan McDermott went to pinch and tried to hold the zone about 3/4 of the way through the period. And he wasn't able to get to that puck, and it looked like 3 guys going the other way. But like I said, the Ledgers forwards got back to help out the defense.
This is the kind of game you expect to see at the state tournament.
Yeah, well.
2 really good teams that could very well end up there.
I think both of these teams would be awfully disappointed if they weren't.
Well, they got to earn it.
That's right.
They'll have to earn it.
And they've both done everything they can so far to get there, both earning that number 1 seed. And I don't think that either of those selections was difficult in the seeding meetings.
No, that was obvious.
No, it was obvious.
Obvious for a long time. To me, it was.
They both belong. They both deserve that number 1 seed. So now this is for fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, halfway decent crowd here tonight. I'm sure we got some people at home watching tonight.
Oh, that early start makes it a little bit tricky to get out here.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to play the JV game after this. I'm not sure. That's usually what happens, but I'm not sure. I can't verify that. Doesn't really matter as far as we're concerned with this game. Shots are even at 5 apiece, and I'm sure the saves will reflect the same thing. 5 for Hayden Rising, and he made a couple of good saves, really good saves.
Well, that's funny because he announced 5 saves for each goal, or he announced 4 and 5, but up on the board they have it 5 of 5.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Either way.
Doesn't matter.
I'm not much of a statistician, George.
Score is 1-0. We'll take a break. Be back shortly after this.
Want to put some extra cash in your pocket? Open a free Kasasa Cashback checking account with Fox Valley Savings Bank. Make up to 2% cash back on things you'd buy anyway. Just put your purchases on your Fox Valley Savings Bank check card to start racking up rewards. Earn money without having to pay a monthly service charge or keep a minimum balance. Open an account in minutes at fvsbank.com.
Banking made personal, Fox Valley Savings Bank.
In business for over 90 years, Musa Sheet Metal. Since 1928, Musa Sheet Metal Company of Oshkosh has had a commitment to quality and customer service second to none. They've remained true to that commitment and made it their prime focus. Their mission? To create a quality product for a fair price while maintaining the integrity that's made the company last so long. So whether you're looking for architectural sheet metal, industrial ventilation, or more, go to musasheetmetal.com. And remember, if it's metal, it's Musa.
Capelli Brothers & Dietrich is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Capelli Brothers & Dietrich, founded in 1948, they provide the highest quality of workmanship to all of their clients at very competitive prices. They've completed numerous construction projects, including manufacturing plants, commercial establishments, churches, healthcare facilities, schools, and many various types of remodeling projects. Log on to CapelliDietrich.com. Capelli Brothers & Dietrich, a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Quality service savings every day. That's what you've come to expect from us at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. We've always provided the best quality flooring and cabinetry for your home, and now our inspired cabinetry and flooring products are doing that more than ever before. Get inspired today and save. In stock, expanded selection, everyday low pricing, along with interior design help and professional installation means the best is in store for you at FloorQuest, Washburn Street in Oshkosh, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac.
LASIK at Optivision is an amazing life-changing procedure and more affordable than you think. Why pay over $2,000 an eye when at Optivision you'll pay only $14.95? Call 1-800-20-HAPPY to find out more. LASIK at Optivision is bladeless, it's safe. You're in the office for an hour, and most people go back to work the next day. Your procedure is done by Dr. Dudley, Dr. Dontham-City, or Dr. Clark, surgeons you can trust, and surgeons who have had the procedure done themselves. And after surgery, you can buy sunglasses without a prescription. Call to schedule a free screening, 1-800-20-HAPPY.
Here at the Blue Line Ice Center in Fond du Lac, St. Mary Springs Academy leading Notre Dame by the score of 1-0 with that late goal by Dianovich. And that's where we are. Well, the pairings came out last week. I'm sure a lot of our hockey fans took a peek already. Division number 2, Section 4, that's the St. Mary Springs sectional, and of course that sectional will be played here. Get underway next week on Thursday night in that sectional, and of course the Springs will get to play Monona Grove in the first game. They'll play the second game because Fond du Lac will play here at 5:30 next Thursday in their game, and that would be against, no, that won't be next Tuesday night because in Division 1 they'll have the...
they got the 2 seed.
Right, they got the 2 seed, but they have...
So they got a bye.
Yeah, they got a bye, whereas in the Division 2 there are no byes. There's 32 teams, 4 sectionals of 8, so they all play right away on Thursday night. So it'll be St. Mary Springs playing Monona Grove. Silver Eagles are 5, 15, and 2 on the year. The other side of that bracket would be McFarland. They were the 4 seed, 17, 4, and 2. They had a good record, but played a lot of teams that weren't real strong.
Yeah, that region has been a little bit suspect.
Yeah, and then Oregon, 11, 11, and 1. They lost to Waupun a week ago by 1 goal in a game that had they won, they would have gotten home ice for the first game. So they were really intent on wanting to win that game, but didn't work out for them so well as the Warriors took the W. On the other side of the bracket, Waupun, 15, 6, and 2. They'll host Stoughton next Thursday night at 7:30. Against Stoughton is 4, 16, and 1. So you'd like to think Waupun should get a win there. The other side of that would be Waunakee, the 3 seed, at 17 and 7. And 6 seed is Cedarburg at 7, 12, and 1. I think Waunakee deservingly is the number 3 team in that sectional.
Yeah, nobody should sleep on Waunakee. No. They played a pretty good schedule for being in the Badger. I think they're in the Badger North. They played a halfway decent schedule because there's some like I said, some lesser teams out in that part of the state, and they managed to play pretty well. They can put the puck in it. They got a good offense.
Well, the other number 1 seeds in Division 2 in Section 3 up in the Northwest, Baldwin, Woodville, St. Croix, Central Co-op team is the 1 seed. River Falls, the 2 seed. Then in Sectional 2, Northland Pines Eagle River gets the 1 seed. Lakeland Union out of Minocqua, I should say, is the 2 seed. And in Section 1, Amory Co-op is the 1 seed. Hayward, they had a pretty good year. Bounced back from, they've had a lot of really good years, and then it seemed like they were down a little bit, but now they're back playing really good hockey again.
I like Hayward. Hayward has played a rugged schedule, too, and they're a pretty good hockey team.
They are. And then, of course, Division number 1 in Section 2, Notre Dame is the 1 seed, as we pointed out, deservedly so. They'll get a bye and take on the winner of West Bend West Co-op and Sheboygan South. That's the 8 and 9 seeds. And, of course, that game will be played up near Green Bay. And on the other side there, it would, our same side actually, De Pere plays Oshkosh North. That's the 5 seed versus the 12. That winner will advance to play the 4 seed Bayport. I think those games should go as expected.
Yeah, that first round will go as expected.
Appleton plays Beaver Dam. I would
now that could be a game.
Could be.
Appleton already won on Beaver Dam's home sheet this year. 3-2 game.
Well, Golden Beavers will be tested then. That'll be in Beaver Dam Tuesday night at 7. Also, then it's Xavier playing Ashwaubenon, the 6 and 11 seeds. Fox Cities, they have already played Neenah a couple times. So they'll probably, if they can get by, well, I don't know about that. Ashwaubenon's seeded higher, so I might call that a toss-up right now.
Yeah, no, Ashwaubenon's one of those teams that if you look at their record, you look at who they played some pretty good people this year, and they've beaten some good people, but then they lost to some teams that maybe their coach probably isn't too happy they lost to.
Right. Otherwise, your top seeds, Hudson into Section 1. They're the top seed. Wausau West, the 2 seed. Wausau West, they're ranked very high, and they should be. They've lost a few games, but every time it's been to a very, very good team.
And that matters a lot. You know, you see teams that rack up a lot of goals. They have what they think is a high-powered offense, and they're scoring 8 goals a game against lesser teams, lesser competition.
End of Section 4, Arrowhead is the number 1 seed. I saw them play Springs here early in the year.
As did I, yes.
And that was a very, very low-scoring game. A tie.
0-0 tie.
That's very low scoring.
Yeah, and they went through, get through the entire game plus 8 more tied at 0.
University School gets the 2 seed in that sectional. That's almost unusual nowadays.
And, everyone around U School is saying, wow, we're a little off this year. Yeah, we're a little off this year. And they still got a 2 seed.
Right. Highly ranked.
Yeah, they're tough.
Section 3, Verona, number 1 seed. Edgewood, number 2 seed. Verona's kind of like some of these other teams. They play not only a good conference schedule, but they get out of conference and take on anybody. They've played Notre Dame a couple times this year.
They've played Notre Dame a couple times, and they split with them,
right.
but they each won on the other guy's ice.
Yeah, Notre Dame's last loss, their only loss, was to them. In Section 2, I think we've covered that.
Yeah,
one.
They lost to Verona back on December the 28th, so it's been since December 28th that they lost.
Right, so I guess we've covered all these sectionals. So now it's just a matter of seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Talk about it all day if you want. Doesn't change a thing.
And, I did a little comparison because I'm a geek and had a little extra time on my hands. And I just looked at quality opponents that both of these teams have played throughout the course of the season. And because they have some other common opponents, but I picked out Neenah, I picked out Northland Pines, and I picked out University School. Notre Dame Academy had pretty good luck against Neenah. They beat them 5-1 back in December 27th. They really whipped up on Pines 7-0, and that game was also up at Cornerstone. Then they went down to U School and won a game 4-1. But behind the numbers now, when the Ledgers played those teams, the Ledgers split with Neenah. They lost a little bit earlier in the year, but then they came back and dominated in the Badgerland tournament. So then they played Pines to a 5-2 beatdown because that game was not as close as 5-2 seems. Now they lost just recently. They lost a close game to U School, but they lost 4-3. But they doubled U School in shots. The Ledgers did. So you could say, well, it's a loss. It's a knock against you. I don't think so, especially when you get to this time of year because again, the Ledgers have been playing quality opponents. They lost a tough game, something didn't go quite their way, but they more than doubled U School shots in that game.
All right, the teams will be coming back out on this newly resurfaced sheet of ice, and we'll be back to drop the puck for the start of period number 2 right after this.
At Summit Automotive, we treat you like family.
We're right here off Highway 41 in Fond du Lac.
And we have one of the largest selections of vehicles.
That's right, over 400 to choose from.
At Summit Automotive.
New Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams.
And one of the largest used car and truck selections.
That means you can drive one home today.
We'll give you our best deal.
Our best value.
You have our word on it.
Come see us. We'll go
the extra mile for you.
At Summit Automotive, Fond du Lac.
Have you been hurt by someone else's negligence? Let the team of personal injury attorneys at Averbeck, Hammer & Slavin help you understand your rights while protecting your interests. From auto collisions and motorcycle accidents to slip and fall injuries, dog bites, and wrongful death claims, amongst many other personal injuries, their ultimate goal is to help you obtain favorable recovery. Don't wait to get the help you need. Visit AverbeckHammer.com or call 920-923-2220 today for your free consultation. Also handling estate planning, probate, real estate, and business matters. Averbeck, Hammer & Slavin, SC, your local personal injury attorneys.
I want to get health insurance. What do I do? Step 1, call the Leb Insurance Group. That's it. We will assign you a dedicated agent who will help you sift through all the confusing insurance lingo and offer options uniquely tailored to you. Even if you have questions later on, you can always call your dedicated agent. Best of all, it won't cost you extra to use our services, but it could cost you a fortune not to. The Leb Insurance Group. Healthcare simplified.
And welcome back to the Blue Line Ice Center here in Fond du Lac on a chilly winter night. George Ballman with Steve Scouten. Happy to have you with us tonight. One of those 5:30 early starts, and for some people, they're probably maybe just getting home from work.
Yeah.
My goodness, I feel for those people.
Or maybe they didn't feel like going outside in this weather, so they decided to watch the live stream because they heard radio legend George Ballman was going to be calling the game tonight.
Well, you're helping make me a little better than I am.
Oh, I doubt that.
I think so.
You carry me through all these, George. You just call me up, and I think you just want someone to hang out with sometimes.
Well, when I started broadcasting high school hockey, they did not wear face masks.
Yeah.
They did not have all, and I was up at Grand Rapids, Minnesota, up in the Iron Ranges where I started. And I know our team up there was very, very good. One of the fathers was a doctor. So we were sewing up kids between intermission, during intermission more than once, I can tell you that.
Where did they tie the horses?
Oh, way out back. Here we go, second period. Brady Welsh out to take the draw for St. Mary Springs. Coming into the circle, Zaid Kriegel. Check that, pardon me, that would be Callan Buttinger for Notre Dame. Getting my 19s mixed up. Puck played down ice quickly into the Triton end. Save made. And, the goaltender fanned on it when he wanted to clear it away. Luckily, his teammate was back to save the day. Ledgers hold his own now. Moving in. Wells, quick shot. Just missed it wide to the left. To the right of the goaltender. Puck in the corner. Ledgers buzzing a little bit here early on in the period. Puck comes in behind the goal cage. Loose there. Notre Dame trying to get a handle on it. So far unable to do so. Mitchell Hiddle back there raising a little cane. Puck's still behind the goal cage now. Played along the near side and out the center ice it comes. Fremont, Notre Dame trailing it 1-0 here in the second period. Sure they're not too pleased about that, but we have a long way to go. Playing the puck behind his own cage, Connor McLaughlin for the Ledgers. Springs will pick it up and send it down the other end. And no icing here. Back to retrieve. That's Corbin Skinner, senior defenseman for the Tritons. Now the puck played down this way. And Tritons on the rush here. Save made Rising. Got him right in the middle of that S logo on the jersey. Popped loose and his defense saved the day. Shot from the left point by Skinner's wide. Comes back to Skinner at the left point. Lost it for a moment. Ledgers will manage to get it out of the zone. That's Caden Blank. And at center ice, it's going to slide down into the Notre Dame zone. Tritons will get control in their own end and circle Josh DeLang and clear it out. We have not had a penalty in this game. Very well played game. Up and down the ice, we've been going all night. At the red line, Ledgers have it. That would be Mullen McDermott. He'll shoot it in deep. Ledgers making some player changes here as the play resumes down here in the Triton zone. In behind the cage, grabbing it off the wall there is Max McNeil. Ledgers take it away. Backhand shot save made. Follow-up shot. That didn't go in. Ledgers had a good chance there. All right, high slot out near the blue line. It's played there. Shot down to by Nolan McDermott. Goes around behind the goal cage, just out onto the ice. Noah Pickard. Here's a shot steered away by the goaltender. Boy, Bo Buckley getting tested here a little bit. 1-0 Ledgers. He has had to make a couple saves already this period. Out the center ice now. Here comes Notre Dame. Up on the left wing side. Going after it there is Isaac Rentmeester. Puck taken away. Ledgers have it. They'll flip it high in the air. And it'll bounce all the way down into the Triton zone. Goaltender Buckley comes out. Plays it to the near side and out the center ice. It bangs off the end boards. And we got a penalty coming up here. It'll be the first one of the game. Looks like Connor McLaughlin for St. Mary Springs will get a 2-minute minor. That'll probably be tripping. Comes with 14:21 to play in the second period. So now the Tritons will get their first power play of the night. And their statistics on the power play pretty impressive.
Yes, they are. You noticed that too.
50%. My goodness, that's almost unheard of. Well, we'll see what the Ledgers will do. I see Crass coming out, Welsh coming out. On the penalty kill, also out there will be Nolan McDermott. And over on the far side looks like Mitch Hiddle, the penalty killers. Cross-checking, was that penalty call? Not a trip. Now here comes the power play for Notre Dame. We'll see what that 50% power play looks like. Pass out to the high slot, bounces over the stick of Conrad, and he has to go back to get it. Now they send it into the Ledger zone. Out here to the near point, playing it there with Sawyer Shaw. Around the boards to the right point. High slot comes, did it come out? No. Nice play in the slot. Shot made. Oh, that was a save there by Rising. I heard it bounce off either the blocker or the pad. Puck goes to the corner, now behind the net. Into the slot. Couldn't get a shot away there. Out near the right point. They go after that loose puck, and it's picked up by Notre Dame. Back on the right side. Backhander from the low slot. Can't get in. In behind the goal cage now. So far, good job by this penalty kill of St. Mary Springs. Shot from near the blue line. Another save by Rising. He didn't see that one coming till it was almost there. Reacted well. Under a minute now left on the power play. Tritons out to the left point. They move in with it. Shot. Goal! I believe that was redirected in front. And we are tied at 1 on the power play goal.
Rising was screened on that goal. He didn't really have much of a chance. Nice shot to the far post, low on the ice. There may have been a redirect from the screener.
Well, Sawyer Shaw acting as though it might have been his goal, but we'll have to wait and see. I thought it was tipped in front and went up over Hayden Rising into the net. And we are now tied at 1-1 with 13:10 to go in period number 2. Well, I guess that was that 50% power play. 100% so far tonight. Shaw the goal. Riley O'Neill gets an assist along with number 12, Josh DeLang. We are tied up here early on, second period. All right, Ledgers have it now. We go the other way. Dane Dianovich. He sends it down deep. On the end boards, played along a half wall far side. Back to the corner it goes. In to get it again, Dianovich. It's picked up, played in behind the goal cage. Rushing back to get it there is Michael McEntee. Springs trying to put a little pressure on here after giving up that power play goal, but they got to get control of the puck. Tritons have it in their own zone. They work it around very well and get it out to center ice. Up on the left wing side now, that's O'Neill, who just assisted on that goal. Puck off the end boards. Ledgers in their own zone. Look to clear, they will. On the near side, skating out of there with it, that would be Cade Sobel. Puck picked up, played right back to the Ledger line. In over the line, quick shot from there. Here's a backhand shot and a goal again. What a beautiful goal. My goodness, what a play that was by the Tritons. Hayden Rising had no chance to save that one. Player streaking across the low slot gets it in. And we have the Tritons now on top 2-1. That comes very shortly after the Ledgers.
Boy, pretty little goal. Pass from the point, tape to tape. Nice deke put on Rising. Rising didn't have much of a chance on that. He was all alone.
All right, all of a sudden, just that quick with 12:01 to play second period. Notre Dame is on top here, 2-1. Brendan Gruber the goal. Josh DeLang, who had a beautiful pass. Now Ledgers are threatening here, bouncing pass down in the crease. And the goaltender, Buckley, falls on top of it. And stoppage of play. That was a beautiful goal. Brendan got it over. That was a beautiful play. That goal was actually scored by number 11, Brendan Gruber. A couple of assists on the play. Beautiful goal. Now we'll see how the Ledgers respond. Puck on the inboards behind the Notre Dame goal cage. Comes over here to the corner. Picked up, and who's going to get it? Notre Dame in their own zone in control. Long lead pass out to center, and here they come. Quick 3-on-1 rush if they hurry. Right side, back on the near side shot, and where'd that one go? Just missed.
Missed the net.
Wow, that was a golden opportunity again for Notre Dame on a 3-on-1. Ledgers trying to get it in their own zone here, but Notre Dame keeps control of it. Out here to the point, shot from there, pad save. Made nicely by Rising on the shot taken by Jacob Conrad. Puck comes out to center ice. At the red line, who's going to pick it up? Brendan Gruber. Gruber, who just scored. Sent it in deep, down in the corner here now. 11 minutes to go in the second period, 2-1, Tritons lead. Out it comes near the blue line, and it'll be held in, barely, but it did, and it goes down to the far corner. Played now behind the goal cage. Big check thrown there by the Ledgers. Boy, that was a solid hit by Dianovich. Puck back out to the blue line, held in, shot from there wide. Near side now, St. Mary Springs will pick it up and shoot it down ice. And we will get an icing call on St. Mary Springs. And I'll tell you what, Notre Dame's got the Ledgers back on their heels a little bit here.
They do. The Ledgers were on the run. And Bellendier and McDermott both got caught out there with a long, long shift. They were gassed at the end of that shift. They were wise to get that icing call.
Okay, face-off will come. In the Ledger zone, looks like Dianovich will take the draw. For St. Mary Springs, Charlie Weed for Notre Dame. Puck is out here at the blue line, but not out. Notre Dame almost had another golden opportunity. Looked like a good back check there by Max Van de Slunt. Puck comes out to center ice now, picked up and intercepted. Ledgers bring it back in over the line in a hurry. Noah Pickert down to the corner on the right side. Little scrum going down there as they try to dig it loose. Levi Post down there. Puck picked up and cleared out. At center ice, big hit right there. That was Dianovich throwing his second big crunching hit of the night. At the red line, puck deflected up and out of play into the Ledger player area.
Yes, Dianovich trying to do his part. He caught one of the Tritons with his head down and threw a good clean check. Took him right off his feet.
You know, Steve, if your name's Dianovich, I expect to see that.
I expect to see some hitting as well. I agree, George.
We've seen a lot of that.
Probably half the stands over across the way are full of Dianoviches. That's a big family. It's a big hockey family.
Yeah, it sure is. They've done very well. This face-off will be taken by Levi Doring. He should be out there with Caden Blank and Cade Sobel. Puck dropped, and it comes into the Ledger end again. Here's a good play coming, and saved by Rising, and he covers it up. Boy, Callan Budinger, 155-pounder, but he just would not be pushed off that puck.
Boy, he was quick to that puck too, and worked his way kind of around the Springs defense.
So line changes again for both teams. 9:44 to play. Period 2. You see the score, 2-1. Notre Dame with a pair of goals. One on the power play, one even strength. Brady Welsh now chased out of the face-off circle. And we'll get the draw. It's Mitch Hiddle replacing him in the circle. Puck goes in behind the Ledger cage off that draw. Puck comes to the near corner now. Bouncing puck right there. Welsh in there trying to dig it loose along with Noah Pickert. Puck goes to the far corner. Grabbed over there by Notre Dame's Budinger. Budinger sends it to the near corner. Ledgers are really working hard in their own end here. High slot inside the blue line. Shot taken, knocked down, bouncing puck. Here's a short shot, deflected, and it goes all the way around the boards to the far corner. And we got a whistle here, cross-checking. And who are they going to call here?
Things were getting a little bit testy. Budinger and Pickert were kind of talking to each other before that last face-off.
Looks like Pickert's going to go 2-minute minor for a cross-check.
Yeah, Pickert gets the gate.
Well, we'll get to see that Notre Dame power play again. 50% on the year, as we've pointed out. 100% so far tonight. One chance, one goal. And they'll get another chance.
It seems like right now all the loose pucks are finding the tape of Notre Dame Academy.
A part of that's their great team speed.
Yeah, you bet.
So the faceoff will come to the left of the goaltender, to his left. And once again, it'll be Dejanovich on the draw. And for Notre Dame, DeLang, Josh DeLang. Puck played around and out here to the point, held in. Springs will pick it up, rushing over to the corner with it, McDermott, but not out. Notre Dame holds the zone. Loose puck over there, played this time by Brendan Poshak. Poshak, 19 goals on the year. Played over here now to the near side. They set it up, out to the high slot, pass to the right side, went behind the winger over there, or the defenseman, and it'll go in behind the goal cage. Now it's sent out here, top of the face-off circle. High slot, back to the left side along the boards, back to the top of the slot. Boy, they worked that puck around well. Shot from there, deflected over the top of everything off the glass. It'll stay in play. Puck on the near side now. They'll try to set that up again. Everything works off that high slot. Jacob Conrad with it. Back to the near point, back to Conrad. He tries to flip it low. It'll be knocked down and cleared down the other end of the ice. Halfway through this penalty kill for the Ledgers. Long shot up ice. The player fell down, and the puck will go to the end boards, and that'll be an icing. Well, tough break there for Notre Dame, Steve. The winger was up here, but he lost his edge.
Yeah, got tangled up with the official.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Give Mitch Hiddle a little bit of credit for intercepting a pass on that power play, flinging it down the ice so the Ledgers could get a line change.
54 seconds left on the PK here for St. Mary Springs. The shot clock down there shows Notre Dame with 11, Ledgers with 10. Steve kind of keeps saves here himself, and I tend to go with ours, but anyway, it doesn't matter. They're probably all pretty close. Puck is dropped along the wall here on the near side. Notre Dame trying to get that power play unit going again. They have 45 seconds left on the man advantage. Up it comes to the red line. In over the line, they'll try to dump it down low in front. Intercepted, and that's Owen Bellender with it. On the end board, shoots it around, and it'll come to center ice. Notre Dame will pick it up, and quickly they'll try to set up this power play unit. They'll send it in deep behind the goal cage. Back there is Connor McLaughlin for the Ledgers. He'll shoot it over to the near side along the half wall. I keep wanting to say Premontre. Notre Dame in behind the goal cage, looking to set something up. He'll play it instead all the way out to the right point. Held in, dumped down to the corner. Now they'll work it out in front, but it'll jump over a stick or two and come all the way out to the point. Playing it over there, Corbin Skinner to the end boards. They'll center it, and it'll go all the way down the other end of the rink. No icing here, so they do kill off that penalty. And we're back to even Steven. Puck out to center ice. It'll go back to the Ledger end. Levi posts with it. He'll shoot it ahead up to the red line. Loose puck right there. Dejanovich with it. Dane skates in over the line along the far wall. Has it poke checked away, but it'll go down to the corner. Rushing in there is Van de Slunt. Max trying to tie it up along the wall with a couple of green-shirted Premontre. Notre Dame player. Steve, you got to start hitting me every time I do that. Here's a pass right out in front. Shot by Dianovich, just misses. Puck came right out into the slot, and Dane just missed on that shot. Puck now in behind the goal cage to the far corner. Ledger's buzzing a little bit here now. Puck comes over to the right corner, playing it over there, Vandeslund. He's bumped. Puck loose, picked up by the Tritons. Can they get it out? Yes, they will. At the red line along the near side. Big hit there by McLaughlin, knocking to the ice. Rentmeester. Puck played down into the Ledger end. Puck picked up by the Springers as the Notre Dame Tritons will change lines. Dianovich in over the line, takes a shot that's wide. Deflected, however, up into the netting by the goaltender, just the same. And we have a stoppage here. 6:07 to play in the period. 2-1 Notre Dame.
One of the better shifts of the game. Dianovich, Vandeslund, and Poss put on the pressure. Had a good quality chance. Dianovich just couldn't quite hit the net. Boy, it was close. He was in tight. Good opportunity.
Well, once again, it'll be Brady Welsh on the faceoff. Riley O'Neill for Notre Dame. Puck slides in behind the goal cage. Out to the blue line and out to center ice. They run after it. It'll be slid all the way down here into the Ledger end. Under 6 to go now in the second period. St. Mary Springs in her own zone. Kelvin Grass along the half wall. He's pinned. Puck loose. Notre Dame with it. He'll send it over now to the near corner. That's where they'll run it down. Playing it over there. Reed Milton to the far corner. Again along the half wall, and we'll see who comes up with it. Notre Dame out to the point. Cross ice pass to the near point. Shot. Looked like it might have been wide. Knocked down anyway by the goaltender Rising, and then picked up and sent down into the Notre Dame zone. Loose puck, and on the near side coming in there was Mitchell Hiddle trying to get a stick on it. And now it's going to be Bellender, and it'll be Notre Dame coming away with it. In over the Ledger line, centering pass wide, and it'll go off the corner board. Skater slides into Rising, and we're going to get an interference penalty here on Notre Dame. Well, they slid into Hayden Rising, and both players went into the cage. And with 5:08 to play in the period, well, check it. We got an interference call coming up here on Springs. That's going to go on Caden Blank.
The Tritons were working a 2-on-1, and Blank was trying to get the man without the puck, trying to stay with him, and he got just a little too much. They got tangled up, and they made the call.
Third power play of the night for Notre Dame. They're 1 out of 2. They win the draw here. Over to the left point, moving in with it, centering pass, shot, goal! That will be scored by Josh DeLang. That took 7 seconds, and their power play is now 2 for 3. 2 out of 3. Josh DeLang gets the goal. And again, Hayden Rising did not have much chance. That came down low slot. Now it's a 3-1 Notre Dame lead.
Yeah, that one hurt.
That's a 2-goal lead. You bet that hurts. Now what you have with a 2-goal lead, the next goal is really, really huge. All right, we're going to get a face-off here in a moment. Just a little brief delay here. I'm not sure why.
I think they're trying to get the penalty down off the clock.
Ah, there it is. You're right.
7 seconds.
Dane Dianovich will be taking the draw. Dianovich working with Post and Vandeslund. And Notre Dame will get it off the face-off in their own zone. They'll shoot it rink wide over here. That's Max McNeil. Up ice comes Notre Dame in over the line quickly. Behind the goal cage, they take it to the far corner. Loose puck over there, poked away from in front by Post, and it goes back into the corner. Bouncing puck out the center now. Levi Post trying to catch up to it, he will. Shot from a tough angle, save made, covered up. Nice stop by Bo Buckley.
Boy, Scholl with a nice drive up the ice, under control, looked like a really high-end hockey player. Wow. He's cutting through some good skaters of the Ledgers as well.
He is a high-end hockey player. He'll be playing junior hockey next year, along with 3 or 4 others off this squad. Brady Welsh out for the face-off now for the Ledgers, and the counterpart, Brendan Gruber. And Gruber's another dandy. All right, puck out to the blue line, held in by the Ledgers for a moment. Now it's taken away and brought to center. Right at the red line, picking it up, Josh DeLang. Sends it into the Ledger end. Puck picked up by Welsh. Brady will send it up to Calvin Grass, and he'll get it out to center. But right there to get control of it, though, Notre Dame. He'll work it back the other way. Coming to the blue line, spun around with Sam Peterman. He has 1 goal in the season. He's a senior. Looks to center, comes out to the high slot. They play it over to the far point. Shot from there into the net, was deflected in front. Went up in the air, a couple feet off the ice. Past the right arm of Hayden Rising. And Notre Dame will have their 4th goal here in the second period.
Boy, pass from out at the point. Perfect deflection, slid it right along the ice, right up into the corner of the net. Perfect little hockey play. Wow.
Boy, that score turned around, didn't it?
Yeah.
3:50 to go, second period.
And I was just about to say that I noticed when anytime Notre Dame got control in this period, the last couple shifts, once they took that 2-goal lead, they're sending it forward up the ice. They're going for it right now. They're trying to end the competitive aspect of this.
Levi Doring takes the feint off for St. Mary Springs, wins the draw. Rentmeester with the goal. He's number 26, his 11th goal of the season. Assist there goes to Jacob Conrad. Conrad with 25 assists on the season coming into tonight. Tritons have the puck again, down into the Ledger zone. Puck bounces along the end wall over to the near corner. Picked up there and cleared out, but right onto the stick of Reed Milton for the Tritons. In over the line. He'll lose it for a moment. Loose puck at the top of the face-off circle. Flipped toward the goal cage by Notre Dame. That would have been Bryce Earhart. And it's picked up now by the Ledgers in their own zone. They look to clear, they will, but it's intercepted at the red line. And Notre Dame will rush right back in over the line. Centering pass, broke it up, cleared all the way out, down the other end. And this will be an icing call on the Ledgers. 2:50 left in the period. Well, it was 1-0 after 1.
It was. Old Mo was wearing a green dress.
Yes.
Like I said, all the loose pucks seem to be ending up on the stick of the Tritons right now.
Well, they just have such tremendous team speed, as I've said before, and they get to those pucks. All right, face-off dot, puck drop, loose right there. On the end boards, coming to the near side, Levi posts with it, bangs it off the wall and out to center, it'll slide. At the red line, Notre Dame will get control. Play it rink wide up on the far side. That would be Eli Canadeo. Sends it down deep. Ledgers grab it in their own zone and look to clear. Here's Dejanovich at center ice, trying to make a nifty little move at the blue line. Delayed offside will be called on St. Mary Springs. 2:22 left in the second period, 2:22. Shots are now 15, Notre Dame 11, St. Mary Springs. Score, though, big 4-1 in favor of Notre Dame. So we wait to face off at center ice once again. Dane Dejanovich skates in to take the draw, and it'll be flipped back into the Triton zone where the Tritons get control of it. Out to center ice. On the right side, moving to the slot with it. Puck loose in the slot. Still loose, comes all the way out here to the blue line. That's Jacob Conrad. Then it's deflected, and it goes out near the blue line, but not out of the zone. Ledgers have it, and still haven't gotten it out. And it's held in. Here comes Notre Dame in front all alone. Oh, pad save, Hayden Rising. That was a beauty. Got that right pad out there in a nick of time. Puck comes back to the blue line. Number 20 back there, we've been calling his name quite a bit, Jacob Conrad. Very good hockey player. All right, he's another one of those players going to be playing junior hockey next year. Puck played down here into the Ledger zone, banged off the glass, and it'll slide down the other end. And again, icing on St. Mary Springs. So it'll come back down here to our left, to the right of the goaltender. That was a beautiful save a moment ago by Hayden Rising.
Big time save. Rising didn't have a lot of help there and managed to get the pads down on that puck.
Face-off will come, and skating in to take the draw, Brady Welsh again for the Ledgers, and it will be Brendan Gruber again. They've looked at each other in that face-off circle a few times tonight. Puck picked up and cleared out at the red line. Tritons have it again. Now they'll start to work it along the boards and flip it in. Loose puck in the slot, it'll go to the corner. Nobody could get a handle on that bouncing puck. Now it's played on the end boards. Nolan McDermott sends it around, it'll come to center. Brady Welsh with it, comes to the blue line. He's hit, but stays with it and flips it down just wide of the goal cage to the near corner. Loose puck behind the net, picked up by Notre Dame with a minute to go in period number 1. At center ice, it's picked up now again by Notre Dame. They could have had a 2-on-1, but They had somebody making a line change over there. That would have been Michael McEntee, and as a result of that, they didn't get anything going. Puck at center ice now, picked up by the Ledgers. They'll shoot it in deep. Off the corner. Who's going to get it? Notre Dame again. Here they come to center ice on the left wing side. Scott Russell. Russell in over the line, sends it down deep. Back to get it for the Ledgers, Nolan McDermott. Nolan to the far corner, bangs it off the wall, and it'll come all the way out to center ice. Puck flipped up on edge and rolled out to center ice. And again, the Ledgers clear the zone. At center ice, Notre Dame with it. Late now, second period. They'll send it down deep into the Ledger zone again. Behind the net, less than 10 seconds to go in the period. Out here to the point, and it'll skip over the stick of Corbin Skinner, and that's going to take care of the first period. That'll do it. Second period saw Notre Dame score 4 unanswered goals after the Ledgers had taken a 1-0 lead late in period number 1. So we'll take a break, come right back here to the Blue Line Ice Center in just a few minutes, and we'll recap period number 2.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Lakeshore Financial in Fond du Lac, has the right combination to save you money on both your auto and home insurance. It's easy. Just give them a call today at 923-9143. They'll give you all the details of an auto home discount from Pekin Insurance. You can save up to 30% on your homeowner's premiums and save up to 15% on your auto premiums when both your auto and home are insured with Pekin Insurance. One policy will help give you a better deal on the other.
Hi, this is Kevin Krug with Lakeshore Financial. Call 923-9143 or stop in at our office next to Irish's on Western Avenue in Fond du Lac.
When I was looking to re-enter the workforce, I was looking for a place that I could settle in and develop a career, and National Exchange Bank has offered me that.
I've been with National Exchange for over 15 years now, and one thing that's impressed me is the way National Exchange has always stepped up to support the community.
Once you work at the bank, you'll find out why people don't leave. You're part of the National Exchange Bank family. You're not just an employee. And when I'm asked where I work, I answer with pride. I work at National Exchange Bank and Trust.
All these people, and not a nacho fry in sight.
If Taco Bell won't keep nacho fries on the menu, we win. Let's go get that cheese.
Mexican spices, they changed you!
What? You scared of a little flavor?
Nacho fries are back! It's over!
Oh! We just getting started.
At Marion University, we don't shy away from working hard. It's who we are. We practice to prepare, from early morning athletics to skills in the lab. Marion University's faculty work by your side, providing support beyond office hours. Mentors guide and inspire a working spirit. Because right now and every day, we work for our tomorrow. Be successful. Get to work at Marion University. Apply today.
Capelli Brothers and Dietrich is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, founded in 1948, they provide the highest quality of workmanship to all of their clients at very competitive prices. They've completed numerous construction projects, including manufacturing plants, commercial establishments, churches, healthcare facilities, schools, and many various types of remodeling projects. Log on to CapelliDietrich.com. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, a proud sponsor of high school sports.
I want to get health insurance. What do I do? Step 1, call the Lev Insurance Group. That's it. We will assign you a dedicated agent who will help you sift through all the confusing insurance lingo and offer options uniquely tailored to you. Even if you have questions later on, you can always call your dedicated agent. Best of all, it won't cost you extra to use our services, but it could cost you a fortune not to. The Lev Insurance Group. Healthcare simplified.
Have you been hurt by someone else's negligence? Let the team of personal injury attorneys at Averbeck, Hammer & Slavin help you understand your rights while protecting your interests. From auto collisions and motorcycle accidents to slip and fall injuries, dog bites, and wrongful death claims, amongst many other personal injuries, their ultimate goal is to help you obtain favorable recovery. Don't wait to get the help you need. Visit averbeckhammer.com or call 920-923-2220 today for your free consultation. Also handling estate planning, probate, real estate, and business matters. Averbeck, Hammer & Slavin, SC, your local personal injury attorneys. In business for over 90 years, Musa Sheet Metal. Since 1928, Musa Sheet Metal Company of Oshkosh has had a commitment to quality and customer service second to none. They've remained true to that commitment and made it their prime focus. Their mission? To create a quality product for a fair price while maintaining the integrity that's made the company last so long. So whether you're looking for architectural sheet metal, industrial ventilation, or more, go to musasheetmetal.com. And remember, if it's metal, it's Musa.
And we are back at the Blue Line Ice Center here in Fond du Lac. 4-1, Notre Dame leading St. Mary Springs after 2 periods. All 4 of those goals, as you saw, coming in the second period. And Steve, they came fast when they started coming.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, you could start to see that those forwards from Notre Dame were starting to take control of the game. They were starting to move the puck, and they were starting to just get more chances. And like I said, every loose puck in that period seemed to end up on one of the Triton sticks and in great position. And like you said, at team speed. They're big, they're fast, there's a lot of them.
2 of those 4 goals, as we've stated, were on the power play. 50% power play on the year, 50% tonight. Yeah. They've just moved the puck so well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the Ledgers had their chances in that period, just didn't quite convert a couple of different times. So if I'm Coach Welsh in that locker room right now, if my guys are, if there's a little bit of air out of them right now, I tell them, no, we gotta keep it up here. I mean, if you get another goal early in this game, or early in the third, I should say, you get another goal, get right back in it. It's a 2-goal hockey game. Keep your chin up and keep digging, because this isn't this is a good measuring stick. You're not going to get to face people like this, maybe not for the rest of the season.
Well, however this game ends, and we've still got a long way to go, it's not going to hurt the Ledgers as they prepare for the tournament, that's for sure. To play a team with this kind of speed and skill, that doesn't hurt.
It's a big benefit, big benefit.
The 4 goals were scored by 4 different skaters, so it isn't just 1 or 2 getting it done. They got a roster full of them. And the Ledger goal late in the first period was scored by Dane Dianovich. I should point that out again. Dane scored a very pretty goal. Notre Dame, they've been to the state tournament a few times, 6 times, and of course they became Notre Dame in 1990. And back prior, before they were part of the WIAA, they played in the private schools state tournaments. Edgewood University School, St. Mary Springs back in the Jerry Ty day. They were really great hockey games back then, and they had their own state tournament. And then, of course, later on, they joined into the WIAA. And since that time, they have been to the state tournament 6 times, and they did win it in 2012. Won 3 games to get it done. That was before the 2-division format kicked in. But they were there in 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. 5 straight years they were in the state tournament, and then they went back again 2 years ago in 2018. So their record at state overall, 7 wins against 5 losses, but they're used to it. Of course, St. Mary Springs went to state 2 years ago in 2018. I had the privilege of broadcasting that game on radio, and they were throttled a little bit by Hudson. Hudson, of course, was the team that year that breezed on and won it all.
Well, and I was at that game as well. I was down in the corner where that winning goal was scored. And talk about, and that was a young Ledger team. A lot of the kids here, now that junior class for St. Mary Springs is loaded. And there's a lot of them. I believe this team only has 3 seniors, if I remember correctly. 3 seniors, which would be Hiddle, McDermott, and Sobel. But that junior class of theirs, you got Poss, Welsh, Koenigs, Daring, McLaughlin, Grass, Pickard, Bellendier, Vandeslund, and is it Basley? I'm not sure if I said his name right, but that's a big and talented junior class. So to think that a lot of the goal production, a lot of the top defensemen are only juniors on this Ledger squad. I mean, and they're having a tremendous year. I mean, they're ranked number 1 in Division II. Terrific record coming into the game here, 19-2-2. Only giving up 178 on the goals against for the year. Power plays clicking along, penalty kills clicking along. They got a lot to be optimistic about.
Yeah, 10 juniors, 8 sophomores, and 8 freshmen on this roster. You're right, and only 3 seniors, so they're going to be a force to reckon with around here for some time.
Absolutely, there's no doubt.
Yeah,
and they're well coached. Let's not forget about that. Coach Welsh has, he's got a good game plan.
Well, he's got a good staff too. Scott Paviglio, Joe Kemp, John Welsh, Tim Pickert. Those are good coaches, and they've been together for a while, most of them.
Yes, they have.
And of course, before that, Mr. Ahern, Tim did a great job of coaching that team. And of course, when his son left 2 years ago after graduating, he's been following him in his post-high school hockey days. So.
And they have been blessed with terrific goaltending.
Yeah. They must be getting some good coaching at the lower level. That don't just happen overnight.
No, it doesn't. And the rising kid was a Green Bay Gambler for at least a couple of years, I believe. So he's gotten some good coaching, and he's been around, faced a lot of stiff competition over the last several years. So for him to be a freshman and he's going to be in some stressful games, some big time games coming up this year. I think it's real good for him. The future's bright. I mean, he's only going to get bigger, stronger, and his reflexes are only going to get better and better.
This is such a beautiful rink to watch hockey in for the last about 25 years, give or take a little. But it was just done so well when they built it, this big sheet of ice, and then, of course, the small rink B and that other little rink for the little tots. This is really neat. Now I've heard nothing but raving reviews about the new rink up in Appleton. Have you seen that rink?
I have not been there.
That's 2 sheets of ice. And the way I understand it, they got like a walkway, and you look one way to one rink, the other way to the other rink.
That reminds me of Cornerstone and some of those rinks around Chicago and Detroit, where you can actually stand up top, grab a beer, grab a sandwich, and watch 2 different hockey games going on. I don't know if they allow that for the high school games over there, but yeah, it's like almost like a full-blown restaurant. Some of those rinks.
Well, they do a nice job here. It's a nice rink, and they keep it nice.
And they've got a lot going on here. They really do, and the hockey community in Fond du Lac is very strong. I mean, you look at the quality of Fondy High. That's a top 10 team. You look at the quality of St. Mary Springs. That's a top 10 team.
Yes.
There's a lot of kids from this area that are pretty darn good hockey players.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And they have a great figure skating program over here too.
That too.
They put on a tremendous show every year. And the Warbirds, the girls team, they struggled a little bit this year. Their numbers are down a little bit, but hopefully they'll keep their chins up and move forward. They'll be going into tournament action next week also. But they're not ranked this year. They've taken a few losses, but hopefully that'll get going too. But they had some great years in the past, but kids graduate.
Yeah. And
away they go. That's the way it should be, I guess. Now, what about this Badger team down in Madison?
Ugh.
They got so much talent there, but they struggle.
George, I don't know what to say. When Granado was brought in, it's kind of the Wisconsin way. You get a coach that wants to be there. Says, I really want to be here. This is where I want to land, which is what they've done with Paul Chris, And then you think Tony Granado, he wants to be here. Okay, great. He's as accomplished as any coach they've ever had. At least as a player, he was accomplished. And it's just not clicking. It's just not clicking.
I watch a lot of those games, and I'm not convinced their defense is playing as well as it should at times. And I don't know that their goaltending's always been they're playing in a pretty high-level league there, and you got to be really good every night.
Boy, by now your seat should have your name engraved on it, George. You're opposite of the students on the end, right up in the second deck, looking straight down on the ice sheet, if I'm not mistaken, unless you moved.
No, I gave those tickets up actually this year. After Jeff Sauer got me those seats. I knew Jeff really well for many years, and when I wanted season tickets, he told me who to contact.
He might have thrown a sharp elbow to somebody. Not that Jeff Sauer ever would. He's a classy was a classy man.
Yeah, we miss him so dearly in our hockey world here in Wisconsin.
A lot of terrific Badger teams they had growing up.
Yeah, he did a great job. Hey, we better
I think we got to take a break. Yeah, we're talking too much.
Back shortly.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's BCIBURKE.com.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson & Gibbs LLC, you're getting more than professional representation. Their partners are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Whatever your legal needs or questions, Everson & Gibbs LLC has you covered. Practicing business law, personal injury, estate planning, probate and guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients to provide exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Give them a call at 920-922-7113 or head to eversonandgibbs.com.
All these people, not a nacho fry in sight.
If Taco Bell won't keep nacho fries on the menu, we win. Let's go get that cheese.
The Mexican spices, they changed you!
What? You scared of a little flavor?
Nacho fries are back! It's over!
Oh! We just getting started.
Here at the Blue Line Ice Center in Fond du Lac. Happy to have you with us tonight. George Bauman, Steve Scouten, getting to call the game for you tonight. Very close first period, ended up 1-0 Ledgers. But then in the second period, a little bit of an offensive explosion from Notre Dame. They put in 4. They have the edge in shots. It looks like 16-11. And they got a pretty nice lead going into the third period. Teams are coming out onto the ice now. And again, Ledgers will be back here next week for tournament play. I believe that's 8 o'clock start. You'll hear more about that, though, in the week ahead. And they'll be playing
Monona Grove.
Yeah, Monona Grove. And Monona Grove has had struggled a lot this year. They played down to Waupun a week or two ago and got hammered 11-0. So, but that's the way it works. Yep. Number 1 seed, you get that right. All right, coming into center ice, the 2 number 5s for the face-off. Charlie Weed, senior for Notre Dame. Brady Welsh for the Ledgers. What a year for Brady. 29 goals, 37 assists, 66 points coming into tonight. But he'd like to get another 1 or 2 here tonight. All right, puck is dropped and we're underway. Period 3. At center ice, puck bouncing up into the air. Comes down at the red line. Calvin Grass there to play it. And he'll backhand it down into the Triton zone. Tritons in their own end now, picking it up. Working it up along the boards, and here they come. To the blue line, they'll dump it in, make a player change or two. One of their skaters went off for a change, Canadeo, and everybody else stays out. Loose puck at the red line, swatted ahead, down into the Notre Dame end. Notre Dame back to get it. And he'll play it at center ice to the Ledger line. Right there, Noah Pickert, the junior defenseman, gets it out the center ice. Brady Welsh with it now. Brady in over the line. Ooh, just slid off his stick as he moved to the slot. Oh. Now it's picked up and thrown toward the net by Mitch Hiddle. Mitchell, nice play there. Goaltender was ready for it. And the puck comes back the other way. Notre Dame to the Ledger line. Minute gone in this period. Loose puck in the slot, still loose, and the Ledgers try to clear. Can't do it. Nice play over there by Max McNeil. He's a junior defenseman for the Tritons. Over to the corner here now. Notre Dame with it. He'll get it out to the point to Skinner. Corbin sends it back in behind the goal cage. Played to the far corner. Picked up over there by Notre Dame. Out to the point. Cross ice pass at the blue line. Backing up with it there, Skinner. Shot right on. Hayden Rising with the save. Puck comes out here off the wall to center. Dane Dianovich will pick it up and backhand it ahead as the Ledgers work to complete this line change. Down in behind the Notre Dame goal cage. They'll get it out the center quickly. Rushing back on the defense there, Noah Pickert. Spins around along with Callan Budinger for Notre Dame. Comes out to the point now. Notre Dame with it, and it pops out over the blue line, and they'll be called for the offside.
Oh, the Ledgers had a chance. Mitch Hiddle, I think he was in this a little bit too close. That puck got a little too close. Buckley had the angle. He just had the angle cut down. Hiddle had nothing to shoot at.
Face-off coming down here at center ice. And for St. Mary Springs, Levi Doring, a junior. 7 goals on the season for Levi. Face-off controlled by St. Mary Springs. They'll work it ahead to the red line and dump it down in deep. Over to the near corner it comes. Caden Blank there to play it for the Ledgers. Down there to help out is Levi Doring. Puck still loose in the corner. Along the half wall here now and out the center. Back comes Notre Dame to slide it up ahead on the right wing. And the defense applied there by Connor McLaughlin. Puck loose, comes to the red line. Back to the Notre Dame line. And gathered in right there by Reed Milton. One of their seniors. They have a bunch of them. And they'll play it. It gets played now down deep into the Notre Dame zone behind the goal cage. 14:25 to go now, third period. Still 4-1 Notre Dame. Puck comes right out in front. Swatted away, and it comes out to center ice. Picked up by Notre Dame. Here comes Joe Gerbitz. Into the line, lost the puck. Ledgers come back with it. Long pass off the end wall. Picked up by Kelvin Grass, but he couldn't get a stick on it as he was being bothered. Puck out here to the point. Shot from there goes wide of the mark by Bellender. And it goes to the far corner. Brady Welsh over trying to get control. Bounces away from Brady. Comes out near the blue line. And not out, though, as a player laying on the ice there kept it in. Puck goes to Grass. Over here in the near corner off the end wall. Welch trying to get a stick on it. Grass checked up against the wall. And St. Mary Springs now Brady Welsh with it. Brady with it. Centering pass in front. Bounces up in the air. Nice attempt there on a centering pass. Good play, but the defense was on it, and it's going to be an icing call here in Notre Dame.
Welsh tried to sneak a pass across the ice to Mitch Hiddle. Just couldn't quite get the redirect where he wanted it, and the puck ended up going out of the zone.
So we'll get a face-off.
I keep thinking the Ledgers got an opportunity here. I keep thinking they got a goal or two in them here.
They've been pretty close. Well, once again, it'll be Walsh. Brady Welsh facing off for St. Mary Springs. Puck bounces to the corner. And down in the corner, they tussle for it there. Comes off the boards and is picked up by Notre Dame. They'll work it up ahead on the left wing side. Out the center, 2-on-2 rush. In over the line, loose puck in the high slot, still loose. And finally grabbing it on the end boards for the Ledgers is Nolan McDermott. Comes over here now to the near corner. Nolan with it. Sends it along the end boards to the far corner. And the Ledgers can't quite clear again. Held in at the point. Shot from there, misses everything. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass. It wasn't anywhere close, and it comes out the center. Picked up by Notre Dame again. That number 20 guy, Jacob Conrad, he's been on it all night. Good hockey player. Now the Ledgers clear it out at center. Nobody can get a handle on it. It'll go all the way back down to Max McNeil for Notre Dame in his own zone. Now Brady Welsh down in the corner grabbing it. Looked to center it, but somebody had banged on his stick. Brady tried to move out in front, knocked away. Boy, he's working hard trying to get a good shot down here or a good pass. Puck on the end wall behind the net. Notre Dame will get it. Over to the near corner now. 12 and a half minutes to go in the third. Out at center ice at the red line. Picked up by Connor McLaughlin. Skates it in over the line. Down to the corner. Looking to center. He does. Right in front, and it's knocked away. Follow-up goes right across the goal mouth. Out to the point, right side. Shot from there. Save made by Buckley. Hard shot taken from the point that time by Connor McLaughlin. Picked up and shot down the other end. And that'll be an icing on Notre Dame. Good flurry there.
Oh, yeah, another good opportunity. Ledgers had a man streaking down the crease, got the puck on his stick, got the puck in close. Buckley was just able to put a pad on it. Again, they weren't able to get a real hard shot off there, more of a deflection back towards Buckley, but he made the save.
Dane Dianovich out to take the draw, along with Max Van de Slunt and I think Levi Post. And that's who it is. Puck dropped, and it comes along the end boards. Down in the corner here, Notre Dame will pick it up and try to clear. It's held in, though, by Levi Post. Puck goes to the far corner now. Notre Dame with it again. This time they'll get it out to center ice. Nice little move over there. At center still. They have to hold on here to be onside. And they'll shoot it ahead and then dump it down into the Ledger end. Down into the corner, rushing in there is Connor McLaughlin for the Ledgers. He pins the player up against the boards. Puck comes Singh, I believe, approximately. Out to the blue line. That might have been another save there. Looked like it could have been. The blue line, won it again. Notre Dame. Here comes a wrist shot. Hard wrist shot. Nice play by Notre Dame, but just didn't put it on the target. Out to center ice. Tritons with it again. In their own zone, they'll bounce it out to center ice, literally. Picked Sawyer Shaw has a goal tonight. Working at the face-off circle left side. Down the third, 4-1 Notre Dame. Desire. Rising, Steve.
Yeah, opportunity the Tritons had. They missed. Shot it wide.
That was a hard wrist shot.
It was.
Have the puck dropped. Well, now one player being chased out of the circle. That's Gruber. DeLang. To the blue line. Shoot it down deep. Puck will slide to the corner. Nolan McDermott lays it along the inboards over to the far. Levi Doring. Levi with it. Sends it along the half wall. Pops back into the corner. Owen Bellender with it now. To center. Quickly though, grabbed by Reed Milton. In over the line. Far side shot. Broken up. Nice defensive play that time by Owen Bellender. Shot up ahead and out to center ice. Here comes St. Mary Springs. They'll dump it down deep and make a line change. Back to get it in his own zone. Being bothered a little bit there. Nice hustle down there by Noah Pickard. Trying to take it away. Backhanded off the boards and it'll slide all the way down ice to the Ledger line. Triton's making a change. Puck played down here into the Notre Dame zone. They backhand it to the far corner. Ledgers grab it. Centering pass. Tipped by a stick of a defender. And it'll go up in the air and all the way out of the zone. Brady Welsh back to get it again. 9 minutes and a couple of seconds left here in the third. 4-1 Tritons. Puck played down into the Notre Dame zone again. Off the wall and held in. They will right in front of their player bench. Comes to the red line and to the Ledger line where St. Mary Springs will pick it up. Here comes Brady Welsh. One-on-one in over the line. Oh, and a poke checked off his stick. That could have been pretty exciting, but a good defensive play. Give him credit. Puck played out the center. Loose puck there. That was Sam Peterman, one of their defensemen. Made that play. Now it's loose. Kelvin Grass with it. Circles to his own line. Sends it across the ice. Ledgers will pick it up and shoot it down deep. Noah Pickard, and that'll be icing.
Brady Welsh had Peterman at a big disadvantage, and not a lot of players in the state are going to poke check that puck off of Brady Welsh's stick. When he had a little bit of momentum going his way, Peterman had to reach and could just poke check that puck out. But wow, that was another one of those opportunities I thought was going to materialize. Didn't quite happen for the Ledgers, though.
All right, Dane Dianovich back out with his unit. Dane takes the draw and wins it. And the Ledgers come to center at the red line. Oh, stepping up to intercept the pass was Peterman. And he'll play it back down in the Ledger zone. Far corner along the boards. Couple players hitting each other pretty hard. Puck picked up now by the Springs. And here they come to center ice. Pass up on the left wing side. That would be, check that, Max Vandeslunt. Shot right on, save, and then it's covered up in the crease and frozen. And we'll get a draw.
Vandeslunt with a nice move up the ice, getting the puck down to Buckley. But Buckley again rose to the occasion.
Well, he gives up a goal a game approximately, stops about 95% of the shots he sees.
He's already at his allotment.
Yeah, right, did that in the first period. Okay, Dianovich will take the face-off again. Back at the blue line, we have McDermott and Bellender. And the puck picked up by Notre Dame. They'll get it down here in the Ledger zone. Centering pass right across the goal mouth. Nobody home. Pretty hot to handle pass anyway. Into the slot it comes now. Quick move here, down to the corner. Boy, some nice skating there. Puck picked up and cleared out by the Ledgers. That play made by Max Vandeslunt. He'll head out on a line change. Here comes Notre Dame with it at center ice. At the red line, crossed the red line. That's Corbin Skinner. Down to the corner. Corbin lost it, went off the end of his blade. Skates, slides over to the far corner. And they'll tussle for it in the corner. Who's going to come away with it? Notre Dame, they center it. Puck knocked down and then cleared out. All the way down here in the Notre Dame zone. Goaltender Buckley comes out and shoots it ahead. And that'll be an icing call. So Bo Buckley, the fine goaltender for Notre Dame, shot it all the way down the other end. Them shots up on that clock up there, 19:15. That's fairly close.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Brady Welsh back out to take the draw. Back at the blue line now. We have Connor McLaughlin and Noah Pickard. And the puck is dropped and picked up by Notre Dame. They get it out to the red line, swatted ahead, and it comes right back to the red line again. Loose puck there, Notre Dame with it. They'll bring it ahead. Every player they send out on the ice seems to be a very, very good skater and with a lot of skill. All right, St. Mary Springs with it now. They got some skill too. Puck to the blue line. Calvin Grass trying to hold it in, but didn't quite have a long enough stick. Puck at center ice. Notre Dame again, in over the line. Couldn't get a shot away from the slot, and it'll slide all the way to the corner. Picked up, played out to the left point. Shot from there. Hayden with a good save. Puck comes off the near side boards and out to center. Loose puck. Notre Dame with it again. And again, they'll shoot it into the Ledger zone. 6.5 to go now in this game. 4-1 in favor of Notre Dame. 4 big goals in the second period. That's been their scoring. And so far, it's holding up quite well. Ledger's got one from Dianovich in the first period. All right, puck played at the Ledger line. Bounces up in the air. And picked up by the Ledgers. That would be Noah Pickert. And it's cleared out the center and all the way down the other end. And we'll get an icing call here on St. Mary Springs.
All right, the Ledgers, they set up these breakouts, and they just can't quite get any space. They can't quite get away from Notre Dame, and I think they're kind of used to that. Brady Welsh has had a couple opportunities, and there's just 3 guys on him all of a sudden. There's no place for him to go. And give credit to Notre Dame. They're doing a good job.
Dean Dianovich out with his line again. Levi Post and Max Van de Slunt. That should be the line. Looks like it is. It is. And the puck played behind the cage to the far side and cleared out. But Notre Dame waiting for it at the red line. They'll turn it back the other way. Slides down deep into the Ledger zone, down in the corner. That's Owen Bellender. Rink wide to the far corner. Levi Post. He'll kick it to the near corner. That's Van de Slunt. And trying to grab it there, Bellender, and he will get it out. At center ice, just outside the Ledger line. Triton's had it for a moment. Now Van de Slunt with it. He'll shoot it ahead. It'll go all the way down into the Notre Dame end. And he'll head off on a line change. All right, Notre Dame in their own end looking to break it out. They will. And quickly St. Mary Springs Post grabs it and throws it back in just as he's heading off for a line change. Coming down on 5 minutes to go. Boy, Ledger's had a player all alone in front, Calvin Grass, but he could not get the puck. Now it's behind the cage again to the far corner. Picked up by Notre Dame. They come to center with it quickly. Ledger's defense skating back in a hurry to pick up the play. Dianovich now on the end boards over to the far corner. Picked up by St. Mary Springs. Rink wide pass to Grass at center ice, and he'll flip it in. It'll go all the way to the far corner. They rush after it. On the end boards now, Notre Dame. They'll pick it up, head back the other direction. They'll shoot it in deep, and the chase is on. Behind the goal cage. Loose puck there. Going in there, Noah Pickert for the Springs. Comes to the near corner now. Fine bit of skating there again by Notre Dame. On the attack here. Into Ledger's zone. High slot. Are we going to get one of those high-powered wrist shots again? We do. And it's knocked down in front. Still loose in front. And they blow the whistle. Puck was out of sight for a moment. He didn't make a save there, Steve?
Yes, he did.
Boy, when they let that wrist shot fly, it don't take long, does it?
No, Owen Bellender's had a good game. He's hanging on for dear life, but he's had a very good game tonight. I would say he's got to be pleased with his performance. There's just a lot of pucks coming their way.
See one of your 3 stars?
He could very well be. He's in the running.
Okay. All right, out at the blue line, shot from there, hit and pops up in the air. Comes back out here, and I think it's a hand pass on that one. So a hand pass in the offensive zone. That'll send the faceoff all the way back down here in the Notre Dame end. What's the rule on that hand pass? Defense can do it in their own zone?
Defense can in their own zone, forwards cannot.
There you go.
And if I'm wrong, I'll get some text messages in just a minute.
And stop worrying about it. Brady Welsh out for the draw here with 4 minutes, 4 seconds left in the third period. 2 number 1 ranked teams, one in D1, one in D2. Kind of a nice thing to have that matchup, actually. Very entertaining. All right, wait, the draw, it's down, and Welsh gets it out here to the point. Shot from there, went a bit wide. That's off the stick of Owen Bellender. On the far side, out near the point, along the wall. A little scrum going on there, pops out the center. Ledgers have it, and they'll shoot it in, but that'll be offside. Well, it came over here to Bellender, and he steered it in, but somebody was in over the blue line.
Yeah, Calvin Grass and one of the Notre Dame defensemen having words out on the blue line. I guess they decided to go their separate ways here and not make anything more of it, but a little chirping going on right now.
Okay, once again, Dane Dianovich to take the draw. This time it'll be Charlie Weed for Notre Dame, and it'll be Notre Dame with the puck. At center, bouncing, and who's going to get it? St. Mary Springs. Here comes Dianovich down low. Oh, he couldn't get a stick on it. Slid ahead of him too far, and it's played back out to center. Dane trying to get his second goal of the night. Puck played down off the end wall. Tritons have it. They'll pick it up, try to clear. They can't so far. Now they have it again. This time they will. Coming up ice with it. That's Sawyer Shaw. Shoots it in deep along the end boards to the near corner. Centering pass from there, picked off by Dianovich. Dane with it, up ice at the red line, right onto the stick of Levi Doring. Levi in over the line on the right side. Defense will pick him up. Puck will slide to the corner, but he'll get it right back. That would be Welsh out there now. He couldn't get control of it either, as that defense is really swarming around. And it goes back into the corner where Max McNeil will pick it up. Out it comes to the blue line, and back comes Notre Dame. Now Welsh will pick it up at the red line. Brady sends it to the near side. Connor McLaughlin. Connor brings it in, trying to center it. Bounces down low. And Notre Dame, with a burst of speed, will get it out of there. Here they come. On the right wing side, in over the line. Shot broken up by the D. Back comes St. Mary Springs. Opportunity here down low. Oh, offside, I think, is the call. It was just offside by a very, very little bit, but I guess it was.
I wasn't thinking offside at all on that play. I didn't, not at all, not even a sense of it. But
I really was watching the play develop.
He's got a better look than we do.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, although Connor McLaughlin didn't agree.
No, Connor's a pretty polite kid.
Yes. Anyway, the face-off at center ice with 2.5 minutes to go. Puck at center, played there by Bryce Earhart, sophomore, shoots it ahead to the Ledger line. Now deep into Ledger's zone. Back behind the goal cage, Connor McLaughlin. McLaughlin sends it over to the far corner. It'll be picked up over there and skated along the end boards by Mitchell Hiddle. Now the Ledgers trying to get it out. They will. They'll bounce it off the boards, but it's taken away by Notre Dame. They come back in over the line, centering pass. Oh, that was a save. From a deep angle, nice save by Hayden Rising, and it's picked up and cleared here to center ice. At center ice, Van de Slunt with it in over the line. He's got two defenders taking him off the puck, and it's loose. Tritons get it again in their own zone. This time it's Reed Milton, sends it ahead to the blue line, but not out of his own zone. Has a good hustle over there by Noah Pickard to keep it in. Now it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Nope, pass went awry. A good pass, it would have been a 2-on-1. Went right through the skates of the player. And over here to the wall. Now Notre Dame with it at center ice, waiting to get onside. They'll send it rink wide at their own blue line. Milton picks it up again. He'll slide it up ahead here on the right wing side to DeLang. He's checked, and the puck will be played back down deep into the Notre Dame zone. Tritons have it, 3-goal lead, and they'll send it ahead, but it'll quickly be intercepted at center by Noah Pickard. Up to Dianovich, minute to go in the game. His shot, oh, what a save. Steve, that was a tremendous save. Because that was ticketed to the upper corner in the far side.
Twisted wrist shot from Dianovich. It looked like it was going into the upper corner, just far post, but got to give Bo Buckley some credit. I mean, he also had a good look at that puck.
Well, he did. Give him credit. That's a fact. Okay, face off again. Dianovich. 57 seconds left to go in the third period. Puck dropped and it goes to the corner. In behind the cage, picked up there by Notre Dame. And they'll bring it ahead, out the center. Long pass, knocked down right at the blue line and swatted down to the corner. In behind the Ledger cage. Picked up back there by the Ledgers. They'll work it up on the right side. Tried to clear, but it's held in. Now it'll come out onto the stick of Owen Bellender. Owen skates to center and drives it in deep, shoots it wide. Goes around the end boards, out near the point. And it'll come to center and roll all the way down the other end. No icing. Puck had flipped up on edge. And now it's in the far corner. Loose puck over there, played along the boards to the near corner. Ledgers have it, playing with it there. Nolan McDermott spins around with the puck. He's checked. Puck is loose. Final seconds of this game. Puck goes to the far corner. Picked up behind the goal cage, and that's going to wind her down. That'll be the game. That'll be the game here. All right, we'll keep it right here. I guess we don't need a break. Is that right? All right, we'll keep it right here and kind of recap things for you. No scoring in this third period, though. Ledgers led 1-0 after the first period on a Dane Dianovich goal. Assist on that play in part by Nolan McDermott. They're announcing the official saves. 16 for Buckley, including 6 in the final period. Well, I tell you what, we saw a mighty fine high school hockey team here tonight, Steve.
No, without a doubt. I mean, number one versus number one, like we were saying in the pregame. These are two terrific hockey teams. If I'm the Ledgers, I'm taking nothing but positives out of this game, if you want the truth. I mean, not a lot of teams have had much success at all against Notre Dame. So, what can you say? I mean, they're a terrific hockey team.
Right. Well, the 4 goals for Notre Dame all came in the second period. 2 of them were on the power play. 4 different skaters score goals. Their first goal, that came from Sawyer Shaw. That was a power play. Then they got a goal, even strength, from Brendan Gruber. And then with 5 minutes left in the period, they got a goal from Josh DeLang. And then their final goal, that was converted by Isaac Rentmeester. A couple of those were very pretty goals, and I don't think Hayden Rising, he'd have had to have been very fortunate to stop a couple of those.
That's true. I mean, hey, Notre Dame, they played a great game. They get up and down the ice, regrouping every time the Ledgers get that puck out of the zone. Notre Dame just turned it right back around, dumped it right back in, regrouped, and put on pressure. So they eventually wore down the Ledgers just a little bit.
Well, they're over saluting their fans who drove all the way down from Green Bay tonight. Pretty good crowd, actually, from Green Bay tonight, considering the time of the game and the mileage and the weather and all things considered. Well, that'll be it now, Ledgers. They'll have a week to get ready for that first playoff game, and that'll be coming up here next Thursday night, 8 o'clock, I believe. And their opponent is going to be Monona Grove.
That's correct.
So that'll start tournament play, and boy, once that starts, we start eliminating teams in a hurry, don't we?
You bet. 3 games, basically 3 games for a trip to state. So the Ledgers have a lot to look forward to. Everything, all their season goals are still ahead of them. Everything's still on the table. This loss is just lost to a really good opponent.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So thanks, Steve, for coming out tonight and helping out.
Not a problem.
Great. Thanks to these guys over here who do such a nice job on the controls. And I'm George Ballman for Steve Scouten, thanking our sponsors who make the broadcast possible, bidding you a very pleasant good night.
This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners:
National Exchange Bank and Trust, Averbeck Hammer and Slavin, BCI Burt Company,
FloorQuest, Taco Bell, Attorneys Everson and Gibbs,
Fox Valley Savings Bank, Summit Automotive, Lakeshore Financial,
Camera Casino, the Leb Insurance Group, Marion University,
Anders Auto Parts, and Flying By Drone Service.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.